This version of It's Eric Nagel has been modified from its original broadcast. Content has been edited to fit this platform.
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see.
Are you ready? I said, are you
ready? It's Eric Nagel. And it starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen of the universe, the next voice you hear, it's Eric Nagel.
Thank you, Scott Shannon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. My name is Eric Nagel, and joining me, as always, from the frozen tundra known as Arizona. Those are different colors. Say hello to Jordan.
And this is not the picture I want, but we all can't choose what we want.
What happened over there? And the lights are on. What happened today? Why is everything off?
I have no idea. No, I'm working on a couple other things. I got a new spotlight to kind of light up all the accoutrement.
Right.
I figure I got a lot of garbage back there. People would like to see it. So I'm working with some new lighting. I'm gonna try a few things out. We're gonna make this a little bit more accessible, more fun. And
can you leave the spotlight on but put it back to the show colors that we had?
The show colors, I can do that. That's the beauty.
All right,
of
let's
everything
do
being
this.
on Wi-Fi.
While he's doing that, I will tell you about the iHeartRadio app, and if you have it, you're the one. But if you do have it, if you could do us a kindness, somewhere right up there, look at that, is the preset feature. It's almost like your dad's old car when you had the little clunky buttons to preset the radio stations, and you'd press the one on the left and the dial would go whoosh like that, and you would hear the whoosh noise because it's the frequencies flying through the air as it lands, hopefully somewhat close to the station that your dad had, or if you hit the other buttons, it would go whoosh back to the other side. And that's what we have here. So if you have the preset feature, you'll see it right there on the front of the app. Please put us in the number one position. It does help out the program. If you're on Apple and Spotify, do us a kindness over there. Leave us a positive review. It does help out the program. Before I tell you about the live stuff, let's check in on Jordan. There we go. Now it looks like you're in an aquarium. That's interesting.
I know. It's a work in progress.
All right. Better.
A little bit better.
Little, yellow, different. Better. If you want to join us live each and every week as we do the program, Twitch and YouTube are the places to be. At It's Eric Nagel, go over there, like, follow, subscribe, do all of those things. We would do that for you if you have a channel. I've done it for many people where I've hit the follow for them, and then I muted it, so I don't need to see it at that point. But feel free to do that to us as well. And if you can't do any of that stuff, go over to the YouTube channel. It's Eric Nagel, and you have all the videos and stuff and what have you, except for last week's show, which I need to tell people here at the start of the show. I know last week's video is not up there. There was an issue. I went to set everything there and something was going on. Had this problem the week before, I think segment 2, the audio was like doubling and tripling on top of each other. So when you'd go to play it, you're hearing everything like if you're in a metal room and it's just bouncing all over the place. I don't know what happened, but it's being worked on. We'll have that back up by tomorrow or when this comes out on the radio. So you'll have last week's show, you'll have this week's show, you'll have 2 shows to catch up on. You're welcome. I shouldn't say you're welcome. It's our fault. I should be apologizing. But no, you're welcome. You'll have 2 shows to catch up on this weekend.
I was going to say, Bubs in PA saying good evening. He was the one giving me the business for you not getting your business together. So
I know.
Apology is mainly for you, Eric.
I put it up there and somebody said, hey, there's an issue with segment 2 the previous week. And I went, oh, looked, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that is weird. So I rendered it again and it worked perfectly fine. I loaded the stuff this week, and again, it's like double or triple speak on top of each other, and I went back and looked in the video settings, and I'm like, there's no other audio track, so it's not like I forgot to turn shit off or whatever. So I don't know what happened. So I rendered it again, and it still was doing that. So I have somebody working on it. We're trying to figure it out. I should have it by the time we're done tonight. And we'll load everything, and then it'll be all up there. So,
see, if
apologies.
We were charging everybody, we would just charge them triple for the amount of audio that we're giving them. Just,
yes.
3 times the audio.
I like where your head's at. I think we're definitely going to have to do that. But anyway, that's the case for that. Apologies, but you will be welcome to preview 2 more shows. Thanks, Eric. Bubs in the chat there. I need to watch something while at work, and K-pop ain't cutting it. Well, according to Jordan, K-pop Demon Hunter is, as the kids say, life. So,
oh my god, that is actually they're releasing it in theaters with a sing along version, and I've got my kids bugging me to take them, and I'm like,
I never heard of the thing till you mentioned it. Then I saw it everywhere, and then I saw that exact thing you were talking about with the theater release.
Yeah. So that might have to be a thing. I was like, look, I've got a karaoke machine, and we've got free, Netflix I pay for. Why are we leaving the house for this? But I may end up having to do that. So we'll see how that works out.
Right. I may have to go and watch it. I need to be more open-minded. I'm entering the new my new era. I think it's called now. Era. It's the new era of being more accepting and welcoming of things and trying more things. Because as much as I enjoyed the previous era, you need to grow as a human being, and the job market not being as it was, you kind of have to shift gears a little bit.
A little more open.
I was talked to about a. All right, I can't say too much because you don't know this one yet. I'll fill you in after the show. But I was approached about a co-host for a morning show out on the West Coast, and I said, "Oh, that's interesting. I can do it from here." Well, they kind of would like you to be out here, and I said, "Yeah, I understand, but I can do it from here." And they were not getting until the third time I said it, and they're like, "Oh, you don't want to move out here?" I said, "No,
nope.
No, I don't." But I said I am open to, because you got to be. I said, "Look, I could be out there and do a week a month. Like if that's the deal to make or everything. Right. It's like I can be out there for special events. I can be out there for certain things. I can do 1 week a month out there, being in that studio or being live to wherever it is. I am not moving out there, especially with the deal. I don't even fully understand the money that they were potentially having because it hadn't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah.
But I said, even if... All right, I'll go even a little further baseball. A couple years ago, there was an opportunity in Los Angeles. And I've never been out. I've never done radio in Los Angeles, but I would love to. It'd be great to do. The salary they offered, when I tell you this, I know most people are going to go, that's good money. It's good money anywhere else but in New York or Los Angeles. They said, well, we could start you out with like $96,000. And I said, I can't do that.
You're like, I'll only move as far west as Arizona. And even then, that's not going to happen.
And that's under protest. And that's because Jordan and I share a kid, and I need to be within the state confines in order for that agreement to work.
Part of our court agreement.
Mm-hmm. So they said, yeah, we didn't think it was going to be, something that would convince you to come out here.
Right.
I said, the other part that doesn't convince me to come out there is that it's a 1-year deal.
Oh,
yeah.
No, thank you.
Now the money, say what you want. If I was single, if they let me do it from here out there, I would entertain that, but they wanted me out in Los Angeles. I was like, I can't get an apartment and live out there for a year for that money. And only on a 1-year agreement like that. You don't think Rob would put you up for a year? Well, I didn't think about
be like a.
He could sublet his house to me. Yeah, because Rob has the one house that didn't burn down in all those fires at the beginning of the year. Right. So his house almost looks like the house from Up now, where all the other buildings are there, except his house refused to move. Everything else is just a wasteland, except Rob's house, which somehow did not get touched.
That would be fun.
So it sucked. I would love to have tried the opportunity, but it's just like I can't. And I got a kid, and I can't bring them out there to do all the. It just was not for 1 year. It was not going to be worth the adventure, the risk, the gamble, what have you.
No, especially going that far. Like if you were like, I have to commute a couple hours in whatever direction from where you are.
Well, I would have found where the station was, and
right.
Got an apartment somewhere reasonable within that area.
Right. But you're talking across the country for good money for a different market, and then having to only have 1 year. It's just
96,000 to go back to Florida. That's fantastic. 96,000 to be in New York or Los Angeles is you might as well be paying $40,000.
Right, you're not even
everywhere
middle
else
class at that point.
Yeah, and it's just so weird to say that because that's why I had to preference it. I was like, it sounds a lot more money than it really translates to be, especially in California, where almost 50% of the money you bring in is just going to the state anyway for taxes. So
yeah,
not worth anything. Anyway, the new thing that they were talking about, the music format for it, because this is a morning show thing, I am not overly familiar with. And they said, oh, well, do you think? I go, yeah, I would learn on the job. And I said, I think it actually would be fun to be on the station doing, because it's not like I'm a DJ like middays or whatever, I got to know the artist to introduce songs or whatever. If you're doing a morning show, make it part of the morning show where teach me. The community out there can teach me what's good. Teach me about the genre. Let me know what the good ones is. I know some of the bad acts that are very popular, and I could just say those are my favorite and have the country fans, sorry, I just gave it away, have them screaming, you shouldn't like Florida Georgia Line, that kind of stuff.
We'll cut it out, don't worry.
And no, I don't care. I can't believe I just fucking said it. All right, well, anyway, yeah, you can narrow it down. Somewhere on the West Coast, there's a country station that was talking to me.
It's all K-pop all the time.
So anyway, I don't even know why I went down this road.
We were talking about K-pop and how you kind of want to expand.
Yes, I have to learn to expand and all that stuff. So I'm
bit.
in the new era. I'm embracing the new Taylor Swift album that was just announced and will be coming out, because at this point, I can't fight it anymore. We're 12 albums deep. She's not going to show any signs of stopping. And she just re-recorded her entire catalog and doubled the money that she made from the original
masters. So like, no matter what you listen to, she's making money.
Yeah, she
owns everything.
Say what you want, but I mean, I'm sure there's way more. I don't know. She's a billionaire technically. I read somewhere.
Own everybody.
There probably are more respected, celebrated artists out there throughout the course of time. You got to put her up there at some point. She's going to be up there with the likes of the Beatles, of Buddy Holly, of Elvis, and all that. You're going to have Taylor Swift up there because she's just going to be one of those end-all, be-all talents for the music industry. So I'm learning. I'm looking to embrace new experiences where I can. Other times I'm still going to be a curmudgeon. I can't let all of that go.
No, not at all.
But
it's funny. We were talking. Me and my son were talking K-pop when I picked him up from school today, and you'll like.
He's like, "Dad, shut up! Enough about K-pop. I don't care about it."
Well, see, he likes K-pop. So here, I got him.
You should go to Hot Topic because I stopped in there a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and there's tons of K-pop in there. I was like, "Where's the Harry Potter stuff?" Oh, it's not. It's all K-pop.
Well, we were talking, like he got into, today was his first day and he signed up for choir. They picked whatever they wanted to do. He wanted to do choir. I was like, I'm going to let you guys figure out what you want to do. No, just an after school thing. So because he likes music, he likes some music and he likes certain things and he likes to sing and dance and be around.
Why don't you put him in, give him an instrument? Can he master the glockenspiel?
He plays just the tuba. And he's very tiny. He's just stuck in there. So
look, there's an opening for a new master of the French horn. Chuck Mangione has some big shoes to fill.
I used to play the French horn. I could teach him a few things.
There you go.
So we were talking like, hey, you excited? Because today was his first day. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, yeah, what would you like to, what do you think what's going to be like? And he goes, we were talking about music and he goes, yeah, you can either rap or do K-pop. And I'm like, well, I don't think you have much of the K to be part of K-pop.
It stands for kids.
Like, you're not really Korean.
And then you smacking your kid and go, it's not Kids Bop.
So we were talking about that, and because he likes, Stray Kids, and he likes this K-pop Demon Hunter movie, and he likes that kind of stuff. And I was telling him that you really can't really do K-pop if you're going to make music later because you're not Korean. And I was like, you couldn't even do J-pop. And he goes, what's J-pop? And I was like, I can't believe you don't know what that is. I was like, it's Japanese pop.
Oh, I
And
thought
then
it
he
was
goes-
I thought we were going to have to say, well, there's this country called Israel. And
No, it's J-Date. And I know
Could
how
you
much
imagine?
you love this.
the highest charting albums of 2025, Jew pop. And you're like,
Jew pop.
I want to know what that music genre is. I need to hear it.
It's like a Hava Nagila. And I was telling him about J-pop. And he goes, "That's not real, is it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a real genre of music." He goes, "No way." So I played it for him. And he goes, "Yeah, I don't really like that." And without skipping a beat, and you're gonna love this because you love when I do this to my kids. I straight up just said, "Oh, that's because you're racist," and I just kept calling him racist all the way home. I was like, "Oh, so you like K-pop but not J-pop?" He's like, "It just doesn't sound great." And I was like, "Oh, you all think they look the same, don't you?" And he goes, "That's not what I'm saying." I'm like, "Nope, sorry."
They
Little
gotta
racist.
they
Go to your
gotta
room
learn
and
it
get
somewhere. You know, they got to be course correct. It starts at
Well,
home.
yeah.
It starts at home.
So yeah,
That's
I
funny.
know you know sometimes you like when I berate my kids in a way that most parents.
I berate
probably
my
shouldn't.
kid all the time.
I'm glad you're embracing it because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
The kid will run in and start screaming about, or it's like, "Can you do this or that?" And I turn around and go, "Who are you?"
Right.
What? And I go, and I just say, like, who let this kid in the house? Why is this a kid in the kitchen here?
Right.
And she starts going crazy. She's stomping her feet, and she does this new thing now. She can't tell. She's trying to figure out if you're lying or not. So she just goes,
Most likely, yes.
she'll sit there and she just gives you a look. She goes, "Are you pretending?" Like, that's the big thing now. It's like she tries to figure out if she's trying to catch you on your bullshit. And I go, "No, who are you?" And like, I got down on my knees. I'm like, "Who are you?"
So fun.
And then she has to go through the whole thing about who she is and how she's connected to me in the household. And I can't, I constantly make her do this. Drives her nuts. Other times I always deny that she ever said anything. I always pretend I don't know who she is. I make stuff up just to aggravate her. Sometimes I just pick her up out of the middle of nowhere and I start going towards the front door. And what are you doing? I said, I got to take the garbage out today. "What are you doing?" Like, she's screaming and wailing. It's fun. I didn't understand when my uncles and other older, people older than me said, it's like, you having a kid right now is going to be one of the best times, and the hell you put them through. And I'm like, this is so much fun.
Yeah, and it gets even better when they get older because then you can up your game a little bit.
Yeah.
Calling your 9-year-old a racist. It's actually really fun. So.
We gotta say hi to. I know we talked to Buzz, but I didn't see the chat was moving because I didn't have that window open. That's why. There. All right. There's the chat. There it is. Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Let's see what we have in here. Mr. Wawa Supervisor, turn your app to IEN and then break off the knob. Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Please do that. We saw the Bubs thing. Tom from Alberta. He's always hanging around, whether you want to or not. He's pretty much our Jay and Silent Bob. He's always just hanging around outside, smoking beers, doing drugs.
Like without fail.
Yeah. Saying, Eric, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy what's the rest? No, sir. It's not that you can't buy happiness. At least you can rent it. You can rent
and it's
happiness.
comfortable.
It is. And if it's damaged, you just hand it back and you rent some new happiness, whatever form or person that may be.
I'll get my happiness from Costco.
Casey's in the chat. Hello, Casey. I owe Jordan a public apology because my daughter made me watch it, and it was actually really, really good. I'm guessing the Demon Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will have to make a note to watch.
Very catchy.
That. Mr. Supervisor is saying the only way you're getting Mr. Nagel to San Diego is for morning radio boot camp or Comic-Con. We did that last year.
Yeah, in San Diego.
We missed this year. Oh, shit. I should have done it on this show. All right, we're going to have to do something next week, or maybe a special. Maybe I'll get Carl on here too. All right. We didn't go to the radio convention this year.
It was in Austin this year, wasn't it?
It was. And, I wished everyone well and, very supportive to a lot of the people there. But I'm at the point.
I was seeing a lot of the posts.
And they all had fun and it looked like a great time. And I'm happy for everybody. But I'm at the point right now where some of the people that are paying for to sponsor panels and workshops or getting awards are the people that are ruining the industry. And I don't really need to be there. I know it's a networking thing. I know it's to be for other things. And I understand, but it got into my head where it's like I can't be there supporting these asshole executives and whatever who are the ones that are causing the problems and causing more problems for this industry. So
they're all like, who's that guy in the hoodie just glowering at us from the third row?
no, it would have been a problem this year because I'm at the point where I don't hold back anymore, and I just say things to people that is not going to help my career at this point. But what else can it do? You know?
Yeah, but can it hurt it? Like, if you get to the point where it's not going to hurt or help, then just do it.
Where are they going to fire me from? I'm working from home, or I'm working at our studio. I'm not anywhere in their facilities. You can't kick me out and take my, they take your computer, they hand you a copy box that you can put your things in, and you walk out with the plant. I didn't have a plant on my desk. Why is this in my hands?
You're lucky. Most of the time, they don't even let you do that. They'll escort you out and tell you, we'll clean your desk off and send you your stuff to your house.
No. What I do need to show you or tell you about is like we're going to come back. Somebody was at boot camp this year or at the radio convention that it's just my luck. This was the year that I wasn't there. I've been there the last several years, but this year was the year that I was not there. And it got announced a few weeks before the event was to happen. There was an organization out there that essentially is it's almost like a nonprofit kind of thing, but it's to help people in media in broadcasting if they fall victim to I guess layoffs or unforeseen harsh medical situations or even damages. A lot of people are in states and in towns that got massive flooding, or fires or something like that. So they have these funds to help out people within the industry get through tumultuous times, right? Great organization, not knocking the organization at all, but they were hosting a party, one of many parties that companies were hosting during the convention time.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw a few.
And they brought somebody in, or the guy paid to come in. I'm thinking it's the second one. This guy paid to be there to host the mixer. When that got out that this person was hosting it, I immediately put boots on the ground, feeding out to people, and says like, I need the following. While I was doing that, I had other people who were just blindly contacting me and saying, holy shit, this person's going to be there. Are you going to be there? You need to confront this guy. And I said, I'm not going to be there this year. But other people was like, well, I'm going to go. I'll see what I can get. I had people sending me stuff from this thing. So I'm putting it all together. I'm compiling it. I'm sorting out. And like everybody tried to get the best that they could. So I'm going to find the best stuff out of there.
Right.
The stories I heard about what this guy said publicly, what he did privately, and was not seen for the rest of the convention because nobody knew who the fuck he was it made my day. I will give you a little tease. I will not say his name, but for those of you who might be long-term fans of this program, you might be long-term fans of Opie and Anthony. Hell, if you were Opie and Anthony fans, you know Jocktober, don't you? He was there.
Oh, that fucking suit.
I've got photos. I've got videos. I've got documented notes of things that transpired. Now, it's not going to be like a 1 hour special or anything. It'll be like a 5-10 minute segment. But I've got a bunch of stuff here to talk about. And this guy does not learn. He has not learned at all in his life. And he's trying to get back into the industry at the worst possible time. It's weird. I'm saying this honestly. And not it has nothing to do with that guy. We're at a weird time where if you are very experienced, if you've been in the business for a long time, you command a certain level of respect, prestige, salary, any of those things, because you've shown over the course of your career you can deliver and you've worked and and demonstrated time and time again that you're bankable. You make money for companies, sales, all of those things, right? That doesn't matter anymore. You have a better time, and it's never been this way. You have a better time getting a morning show. Being 2 years maybe into the industry, they'll hand you a morning show in a market somewhere. That's not supposed to happen. You'll get jobs, you'll get promoted into other things from people right out of college. Like, you're skipping internships and going right into jobs. Are they paying well? No, they're not. But it's under the guise of people getting into the business. Like, well, I can't believe I'm getting these opportunities. Yeah, I can't either. Best of luck to you, but no offense, you're not ready to be in some of those positions. And then it shows, because then they blow people out a year, 2 years later. Again, I can't figure out half the shit going on in the industry anymore, other than they just want it dead. But if you're like that guy who had millions of dollars, years of success, can't get anything going, and trying to buy your way back into the industry, doing that party and acting the way he did was not the way to network. So there's a prolonged teaser for you. We'll get to that. Why are you all red, by the way? Did your lighting change on your face, or are you having blood pressure issues?
Well, it's probably both. I can adjust that.
Okay.
I said I can adjust. Well, I mean, it's not an audio medium adjustment. You can hear it while I do that.
This I can't confirm at all. I did not hear this. But, Mr. Supervisor, if you have anything along those lines of any kind of proof, please reach out to me. I would like to see. I don't think that's true. I think he's making that up because it doesn't seem to be in the nature of that guy. I'm not saying it couldn't have happened. I'm saying odds are it's unlikely. What happened now? Now you're all grayscale. What happened there?
I'm working on it.
I demand perfection at all costs. You know, doing shows like this is misogynistic, apparently, that I've learned this week, and we are going to delve into that in a little bit. We've got some stuff for you.
Just don't give me a number rating of what my picture looks like. I'll just be very pissed.
I know. Woody in the chat saying, this is happening with sports radio guys, too. They're cutting all of the guys who have been on for years in small to medium markets. This alone is puzzling, because if you have nationally syndicated sports shows, right? And you like a Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith, Scott Farrell, those kind of guys, right? And they're good because they know a little bit of everything going on, so they're great to talk nationally. But when you have guys like this who are local legends, or just maybe have been in the market for a long time, that are knowledgeable, you want the local guys in these markets on these sports stations to talk like Milwaukee Brewers baseball, to talk about Orlando Magic basketball, to talk about all those. You don't want the guys out of New York and LA. They're not going to go deep or into the history of these teams unless they're in the playoffs or the World Series or the Super Bowl or the Stanley Cup or something like that. You're not getting any, real talk about your local teams, the farm system, all of those things, the history of some of these teams, the players, what have you. You want the local legends of sports talk to be in these markets, and they blow those guys out too. Same thing with AM politics. You have your national guys. I mean, I don't know who's really on there now, but like back in the day, Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, those kind of things, national platforms of people, Michael Savage, Laura Ingraham, those kind of things, because AM political radio is all conservative stuff. You have the national people, but they also have the local people who are talking, along the lines of whatever your politics are, but also based on, your state senators, what the governor's doing, what's going on in the mayoral race in some of these areas, the county executives. You need the local guys on that too. You can't blow all of that shit out. It's like if you blow out a local guy who's on whatever star music stations in your market, and they were the midday person or the afternoon person who's telling you, weird, unique facts before going into a song, you don't really need that guy or that person. But you need the other personalities who can talk about the stuff in your local area, if that's what your business is, if that's what you're aiming for. You need the local sports talk guys. You need the local news talk guys. You need the local political talk guys. You don't need Ryan Seacrest pumped in. I mean, it's nice, but you don't need it if that's, if the market is craving that, and they're just getting rid of all of that shit. So, yeah, Woodpit, it is sad to see a lot of the sports talk guys getting blown out for absolutely no reason. Mr. Supervisor saying, I will confirm with the people who text me about this and reach out if it's source. I appreciate that. Please do so. Thank you kindly. Tom is saying Jordan is red like South Park Satan. Is Trump under his desk? Oh, that is just, come on. You're not allowed to comment. You don't live here.
I don't really like the way you're talking about that, Todd.
Yes. Wait, now I got to go and find where. Where did we move it to? Oh, it's under the diversity folder.
The N-word.
No, wrong one. This is for him.
Deported.
There we go. Tom's out of the country now. That's what I meant to hit. There's Curmudgeon Eric. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, I can't get rid of all of it, but a lot of it can go and be repurposed somewhere else for other things. Mr. Supervisor saying, shock jocks like Greg Hill who get moved out of the AM Sports station for mornings doing nothing at all. Greg Hill, he was... is this Hillman, Boston, or Worcester, or whatever they were claiming to be from there? Wasn't he the morning guy that AAF for the longest time? They go that. Was he doing sports, or is this a different Hill guy?
The Hillman.
The Hillman.
Greg the Hillman Hill.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought it is what it said. Woodpit saying it's a financial thing. It's cheaper to go with young talent and entrenched local versus entrenched local legends. I will say that I gave up caring about sports a long time ago, but growing up in New York on Long Island, the New York City area, you had legendary local hosts for the Mets and the Yankees on the radio, and those were the guys you wanted to hear call the games, talk about the stuff, especially when the games weren't on, like the pre-show, the post-show, even during the week. If you want to talk about what the Mets were doing or trades going on in the MLB, any of those kind of things, you wanted the local guys, the guys who knew your team inside and out, to talk. You didn't want to hear the young up-and-comers as the lead. Like they could be part of the ensemble. They could be like third mic down. Like right now you've got like Ron Darling, Keith Hernandez, legendary Mets players who are doing broadcasting for the Mets. That makes sense. But, when I was growing up, you had Ralph Kiner and Rusty Staub, who were also, tied to the Mets in a lot of ways and stuff. But you wanted those guys from the area, from the teams, whatever, talking about that stuff. You don't want the guy that just got out of Hofstra's broadcast program, not knocking Hofstra, but I'm just saying that's, coming out of a reputable college broadcasting program. And then 2 years he's hosting the, day games for the Mets on the Fan. That's kind of not, it doesn't make any sense. You just don't want that anymore.
I knew a couple guys that actually hated Keith Hernandez, mainly because I think they blame him for spitting on them.
Oh, right.
After a Mets-Phillies game.
I remember that. It was like back and to the left, right?
Yep, back and to the left.
Yeah.
But I think there might have been a second.
And it turned out Roger McDowell.
Fucking Roger McDowell.
Legendary Mets pitcher. Known to cause a ruckus, caused many a hot foot during the 86, 87 seasons. While I was saying, Hillman on AAF, he's doing mornings. Oh, he did move over to the sports station. That sports station has some weird shit too, because there was another morning duo in Boston. I know we used to goof on them on O&A, and then we actually became friends. I think it was Toucher and Rich. It was a legendary radio duo. They split up. One went to iHeart to do mornings and bombed. Like he was gone in 6 weeks. Like
I remember you telling me about that.
I think we covered that story about how out of nowhere he was just fired because he was terrible. I think that was Rich who went over there. So Toucher stayed. He was at WEI too. All right. This is the other thing. That was a story that we didn't get to. I have the video. We'll do that another time. I promise. There's this group of fat people that go to Disney all the time. It's a group of fat girls. They're getting a lot of attention now because now they call out all these people that harass them online or give them shit. But she went after them. I'm forgetting what the name of their group was. I want to call them the Heavy Hitters, but that's not the name. But But yeah, she went after that station and that show, and she was online trying to get the station's license revoked and have these people fired. That never works, which we'll see coming up later because there's another situation that's going on. Trying to get people fired from a radio station, it doesn't work. It's not worth your time dealing with that. What was the name of that fat girl group? Toucher and Hardy is the new show that he was doing over there. Plus size park hoppers.
I just found it.
I just found my notes for that. So yeah, the Toucher and Hardy show, also on WEI in Boston, got shit from them a while ago. I saved the video because she yanked that thing down after a couple days because of the backlash against her. Not even from the, Toucher and Hardy fans or Boston sports fans or what have you. But just everybody online, it's like fat people can't complain about being fat at a amusement park that doesn't, accommodate fatness. I can't get the bar to go down on me, so I can't go on Space Mountain. This is a problem. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine for everybody else. It's more of a you thing. Anyway, you know what I'm saying there. Supervisor saying it's him, a former Patriot, and a whole, and it's generally embarrassing. They might as well be on the Mix or Kiss station or something. I know. Leave Travis alone. Hofstra. Did Travis go to? No, wait. Travis didn't go to Hofstra, did he? Yes, he did. I think he did.
Yeah, he was the one wearing the banana onesie.
Right. Yeah, he went there. I swear I thought I know his dad runs stations or used to run stations in New Jersey. I don't know. He might. You could be right. I can't remember. Also from the supervisor saying, Toucher and Rich were on the Sports Hub. Dennis and Callahan. I remember Dennis and Callahan were on the EEI. They made jokes about O&A working at McDonald's. Yeah, it is what it is, But they got in a lot of trouble all the time, too. Dennis and Callahan. I think that station got fined because of them. An FCC violation for something. It's amazing that a sports talk station in Boston is the one getting shock jock penalties and public outrage for what they're talking about. That station's legendary for they're always in the news for something. So good on them. Good on them. What was Tom saying? What does my shirt say?
He wants to know what your shirt says.
My shirt says,
very concerned about your wardrobe. You can't read it upside down, Tom.
Wow, you're a creep, Tom. I just realized what he said. Because it says, you can't buy happiness, but you can, and then he couldn't read. I thought he was just quoting something.
He was reading your shirt.
He was looking down my shirt, you creep.
I gotta tell you,
Weird.
I was playing the Battlefield 6 beta last weekend.
Yeah.
So I decided
a lot of people were. I saw so many people on my Discord thing, and you hover over their name, Battle 6, Battle 6, Battle 6. Like, why everyone's into this? Go ahead.
It was funny because I threw it up on Twitch.
Right.
So I was just like, and I'm gonna throw it up there. And then when I'm doing Twitch, especially just straight from my PlayStation, I'm usually not talking through the mic. I'm just playing.
Right.
But I see the comments, and I'm gonna tell you. And I love you, Tom. I'm not saying this to give you shit. It was a one-man comedy show from Tom from Alberta. Like the one-liners that just came one after another, telling me you sure stand still a lot.
He's in his tractor.
Oh, you're gonna throw your grenades. It was like flooding.
He's sitting somewhere in the cab in his tractor trailer there at some sort of rest stop, and he's just got time to kill because he legally can't keep driving. So he's sitting there watching.
So
he's
I hit my 6 hour mark. I got to sit in the Walmart parking lot and tell
Is it 6 hours for truckers? I thought it was.
I don't know. I don't remember what it is. He told us once.
Oh, okay.
But I forget. But yeah, he's got a limit. He's got to stop.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.
It was fun.
Supervisor saying they got suspended for saying a gorilla who escaped the zoo was waiting for a bus. Oh, I think I remember that. That's not the one I saw a while ago. I remember this one. It's not the one that I was thinking of because I know there was one that got them an FCC fine, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It wasn't too long ago, but nonetheless. Whippet saying, did you come across any cheaters, Jordan, during Battlefield 6?
I am just now getting back into how Battlefield plays because I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, and that game is like night and day different as far as like how you play. So if I came across cheaters, I wouldn't know. I'm not hitting anything accurately anyway. So I'm just getting my ass handed to me as I play. So I was playing a little bit today. It's Battlefield 6 is going to be great. Like, I love it. I don't care if there's cheaters.
How is it different than the Call of Duty franchise?
So Call of Duty has become this weird game where everyone wants to buy the new. Like, I was playing Call of Duty today with my son, and we're running around this little building. We're shooting people, and I'm shooting Beavis and Butthead. Like, that's how cartoony Call of Duty has become.
Oh, people are openly modding the game?
No, these are skins that you buy.
In
the game, they're doing American Dad. Like, this is what Call of Duty has become.
So let's take some of the worst things in human history about warfare. And look, I've seen videos, because sometimes when you go to Twitch, they show you whatever the big things are happening on the front page, right? And this was Call of Duty a while ago. Somebody was looking at somebody, like in the center of the screen, they'll show you somebody's camera, right? Or somebody's feed of what they're doing. On that camera, somebody was running behind a building, right? Had their weapon, but their weapon was all like tie-dyed colored.
Oh my God. Yeah, and you can get like tie-dye. Like every time you shoot, something would happen. You got pot leaves everywhere. Like Call of Duty has become a Fortnite clone.
Well, that's what Wood Pit's saying. He's like, they're trying too hard to compete with Fortnite. But the point being that, like with Call of Duty, the Black Ops stuff, Modern Warfare, all those things, was supposed to simulate real world events, and then you get to play them out in a fantasy kind of thing. But considering that it is warfare, you get sniped, you get killed, you get stabbed, explosions, all that stuff. You really need to try to hide and blend in with your surroundings so that you don't get knifed and sniped and whatever. But if you're sitting there hiding and part of your gun sticking out and it looks orange and yellow because it has flame decals on it, and everything else around you is kind of gray and beige, it's like, well, there you are. You're dead because you needed to buy the skins.
Yeah, so that has become like you have to move fast. You have to be twitchy to play Call of Duty. It's fun, but it's just definitely night and day different than Battlefield. Battlefield is more realistic, more team-based, objective-based, it is realism for what it like.
So Battlefield is the war simulator, but for adults.
Correct.
Okay, where Call of Duty was that, and now is trying to get kids in on it.
100%.
And women are playing video games now. That's got to stop.
Not on my watch.
There's a lot of the streamers that are women during the day.
Yeah.
If you pop on the Twitch page there to see what's going on, it'll have the highlights up. Not so much at night, not that they're not playing, but during the day, it seems like they highlight. It's a lot of female Twitch streamers, and they're doing Call of Duty, and they've got all the things. There's drones. There's a thing where you can. One video I was watching, it's something like where it changes your line of sight, where all of a sudden you're following a drone that's driving around. Because it goes into little places while your person's back over there with the screen. I was just like, all right, this is what we're doing now. Cool. It's not for me.
No, and that's how Call of Duty's become, where it's like, I don't have this reaction time needed for this. Like I played on a small map earlier today. And I equipped a shotgun where all I had to do was turn a corner and fire. I wasn't even firing at anybody. Right. I'm just hoping I hit someone. I'm throwing grenades. You're
just spraying everything.
Someone die. Yeah, 100%. Because there's no way I'm aiming.
Jordan doesn't want to XP or level up or medals of achievement and honor. He just wants a certificate that said everybody tried. You tried your best. I participated.
I was there. I saw the atrocities happen.
It's like those celebrity pro-am things where it's like, oh my God, we're getting to golf with Rory McIlroy, and it's like, yeah, but you paid like $7,000 to be there. It's going to a great charity, but let's just not,
really not going to get golf like you think you're going to get golf.
Yeah. That's exactly
Battlefield
what
6
it
is really good though. It's gorgeous. It's it's more realistic.
Wawa supervisor saying, Eric, it's not about camo now. It's about having the most annoying skins, being as twitchy as possible, and hitting precision shots we have aged out. I don't think it's...
My son was playing, and all he does is move like this, and he's constantly running. He dies, he respawns, and goes again. And I'm sitting there going, don't you post up in a room? Can't you, like, take out people that are going to run through? And he goes, no, I'm running around. I'm like,
But hold on. But that's a kid. Your kid is that age where they're doing that. They're not thinking strategy. They're just, let's run in there. Like, you see those kids playing paintball, which when they should be playing paintball, but when out there, they don't care if they just got pelted by adults or older kids or whatever. They're knocked out. They're on the sidelines waiting for that timer to go off that they're allowed back in. Goggles down, they run in, and they're not even they would be terrible on American Gladiators. They'd be constantly getting hit with the tennis ball cannon by Nitro over there.
Run that,
right? We all did. But the point being is, like, they just want to go in there and have fun. They don't care the consequences, all that stuff.
Yep.
So it's not a matter of us aging out. There are adults our age, a little younger than us, much older than us, that are still playing Call of Duty, that are doing the same skins. They're doing the same things. They're painting the little Jeeps that they're driving around. They got decals on, like I said, those drones, those motorized drones that are going around there. They've got colors. They've got streamers hanging off of them, so they look different and all that stuff. It's not even a generational thing. It's just a mindset that gets conditioned because the game makes you think that, oh, I'm getting enough points. It's all about, because getting all these cosmetics and skins, whatever achievements, then leads to them selling them. And then it's in-game purchases. And then that's when everybody's competing. Because it used to have, what was the thing that Overwatch got in trouble for? Long time, the loot boxes.
It wasn't even, loot box. I mean, Overwatch has them still. But some of the Call of Duty, I think, was the one that was getting in trouble because it was basically gambling.
I think you're right. Yeah, but I remember when I was playing Overwatch, they had the loot boxes too.
They had them, and
but
they had to
you could buy, you could go in and you use real money to buy tokens or buy whatever to buy loot boxes to hope to get new spray paint decals, to get new badges to wear on your outfit, to get new color skins for your weapons or other dumb shit like that. That's just, shopping addictions for the marketplace. That can be any generation. If aging out would be everybody playing these games go, I don't want to play these games anymore because they're ridiculous, and they've moved on to other stuff. If they're still there, if your dad is still out there playing and you go, well, he's been playing this franchise for almost 20 years. Look at all he looks like if he wore that in real life, you'd be embarrassed that that's your dad. He's now embarrassing you somehow in a game that you don't play in virtual space by doing the same thing. And that's what Jordan's doing with his son, and rightfully so. It's a point of passage.
I'm handing over Call of Duty to him at 9 years old so I can go play Battlefield 6.
Yeah. Supervisor saying this is the Call of Duty strat for anyone currently 30 and below. They could not have survived in Lance. Yeah, I know. It's just go in there. You know what it is? Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins.
I just brought up to my son the other day.
Leroy Jenkins, hilarious at the time that it happened because it wasn't a strategy you performed. It was always a mindset. It's like, imagine just running in there and not giving a shit and killing it. You'd always would talk about that. Maybe on a rare moment you would do it if you were ending your streaming for the day or playing with friends, whatever. You didn't care.
It's the strategy we had playing Sea of Thieves where we'd set our boat on fire,
and just ram it into somebody.
And wait on an island for someone to pass by just to ruin their night before we get the fuck out.
Right. But it was done as an occasional thing, kind of fun.
Sure.
That video became such a cultural phenomenon because, again, that video is what, almost 20 years old now? 2000s, somewhere in the 2000s that thing happened, right, with World of Warcraft. People then started saying, like, that's how you have to do it, and that's the strategy now. It's just run and spray and hope that you don't get hit. This used to drive, I'll bring it to real things, football. It used to drive me nuts when you were third and down, and they would hike the ball, and you would try to plow through where all the defense is just to try to hope to get another yard to get to the line of scrimmage there. It's like, Why not take the chance, drop back, throw it off to the side, and get some yardage and the first down on it? I never understood those plays. It used to piss me off when they sit there and they're just running into the pile of people already standing there making a wall. I know that's football. I understand that. But it drove me nuts. It's like, at least try running around that. Don't go right into the wall. That's what they're doing with the video game things here. Whatever. All right, there's more stuff coming in for the games here. So let's see what else here. The tennis ball thing was the best event by far. Yes. It's also one of the most memorable because there was that and then the giant cage ball that you had to run it, and you'd have to get it right onto the platform so that the smoke would shoot up through the thing, so that meant that you won. Those are the two I remember the most. But it seems like
pugil sticks. Where you just like joust?
Yeah, I remember the jousting, but I think everyone, when you talk about American Gladiators, the tennis ball cannon is the thing that everybody.
Yeah, I think it was part of the gauntlet.
Is the thing that everybody goes to?
It.
Yeah,
yeah, because like you'd be getting shot at, and you'd have like these Nerf balls that you had to try to like stop it, and then like the smoke would come up. And you're like, oh, you got him, and then run to the next thing. Yeah, it was great.
Big Red Tower, hello, sir. Good to see you tonight. Coming soon, stick figure skins. I kid you not. There is a series of games where you can play as stick figures, not like Call of Duty, but there are stick figure games out there. There's one or two I have on my phone where you're a paid hitman. Like you're and they're all stick figures. Like you see everything's drawn like in black and white, and it's layered, it's pretty detailed, but the people are stick figures. And you get a job, like you go onto your computer. Do you accept this job? They tell you where in the city it is, who the person is, and you're sitting there with the scope as a stick figure, looking to try to make sure you don't hit innocent people, find whoever the target is, and do that. It's a great bathroom game. It's a great game when you're on the train for like 20 minutes or something, and you're not doing anything. There are stick figure games for your phone that are very entertaining. So. I know you kid, but you might be right. We might be reverting back to, you know what? 8-bit was not that bad. We have too many graphics.
Over the last year were like remakes and old like 8-bit stuff. Like they released a Ninja Turtles, like kind of like it harkened back to like the arcade version, and it was great. It was fantastic. And
what was that? We played. It was fast. We got through it pretty fast, but
yeah, it was a quick game.
What was it called?
I forget. It was just
Shredder's Revenge or something, right?
Shredder's Revenge or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So get it on Steam, by the way, if you can find that. It's quick.
It's really fun.
Like you could get it done in a couple hours, but it's very nostalgic. It's very fun. And takes you back to that weird side scroll where you kind of are looking down, but it's side scrolling.
It's called isometric. It's
yeah.
3/4. Yeah.
Right. I saw something in the chat that I wanted to address, and it kept moving, so I don't know where it is now. Somebody asked, what platform am I on? I forgot who said it here. I apologize. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Goonie Tunes. That is a fun name. Goonie Tunes. What platform do you play it on? It depends on the game, but I still have like the Ultimate Game Pass because it is still worth the price, even though it's like $120 something a year or something like that. But you get all the games for free. You get to download games, you try them out, you don't like them, delete them, and it's good. I have that, but a lot of the stuff I play on Steam too. So I'm on Steam. I'm on Xbox Game Pass. I don't do the PlayStation. I know Jordan does PlayStation. And then there's a couple other platforms that I was getting. Like Amazon has a game platform that you get free games just for watching people on Twitch.
I think it's called Luna.
Yeah. I have that. You know what? Let me just pull up my thing here and I'll tell you what I have.
I've been playing Battlefield.
Well, no, it's not Luna anymore. It's Amazon Games.
Oh, okay.
Because they got to name everything by them. So, yeah, Amazon Games. I've got the EA Access Portal.
I think it used to be Origin, and I think they changed the name of that.
I have that. I have Epic Games Launcher. I have I have all of these things here. Most of the stuff I get through is either through the Xbox Game Pass or Steam. So, always looking to play. They updated Phasmophobia again with another big change. They changed one of the maps. One of the farmhouses is
all the ghosts are Beavis and Butthead.
It's like, why is this a trend? How
They're treating it
how
like
did
Call of
Paramount buy into every game to make this thing happen? Because there's a new season coming on September 2nd on Paramount. So they updated one of the maps. They announced a brand new map coming in. That new map looks awesome. You go to a haunted diner on the side of a road. It looks like that video, the videos that we play.
Watching.
It's like where the McDonald's has an empty highway on one side and an empty highway on the other side, and there's nothing around it. That map looks exactly like that.
Okay.
So it's a haunted diner. Looks pretty fun. The new map they have right now is just they updated an old farmhouse. It's horror movie terrifying.
Well, they're making the movie, so they're saying they're going to stick to how the games are.
It looks like they pulled the way they did this farmhouse now. Looks like it's they took stuff from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It looks like they took stuff from X, that porno horror movie thing.
Oh yeah.
And what was there was maybe it was Texas Chainsaw, where there was people hanging in a farm with the hook and stuff like that. Was that Texas Chainsaw or was that another movie?
Texas Chainsaw.
Okay. It looks like that. Like there's parts of the roof missing. So if it's raining outside, you go to different parts of the house. The rain's coming into the house and fucks up your investigation. Wind is whipping through it. Sometimes there's tornadoes that are going. Like, it's insane what they did to the map, along with the new media features and everything. Phasmophobia has been great. I am going to jump into Ghost Riders because they've done so many updates on that one too. It looks even more terrifying than Phasmophobia. So
I keep seeing on my X/Twitter account, because I put it on my wish list, I keep seeing ads for a shark dentist.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm like, please release the damn game. I want to play it.
Don't they have like the demo version you can download?
No, I put in to get early access on the demo. So hopefully I'll be able to play it soon. But right now it's still on wish list.
Can you imagine you're in on the ground floor on this game because of this show, that you become one of those people that becomes so good at it, you become partners with the gaming company, so you get all these Twitch perks and all this other stuff, and then you become a successful. Well, who do I watch for the drops for Shark Dentist? Oh, I'm watching Jinxed Ronin because that's the guy who's constantly in there screaming about I didn't know the shark was going to bite me. Like every time he has no idea the shark's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Do all of that. Wawa Supervisor saying Counter-Strike had literal loot box casinos.
Mm-hmm. Counter-Strike was fun.
So what? You would go into a casino to gamble your loot box stuff?
I think you gambled money to get the loot boxes.
Oh, all right. That's what's going to get you in trouble then.
Yeah. And then they had to get rid of it. So now you can, that's why like most of the stuff, especially like Overwatch, when you buy something, you're buying the thing.
Right.
They've given loot boxes away, but you can't buy the loot boxes. So it's like, here's a free loot box, but we can't charge you money for the loot box because it's a game of chance. You're not guaranteed the thing you're paying for. And that's what caused a lot of issues. That's what, kids were essentially gambling, getting all the money, gambling, and not getting anything really good. It was terrible.
Supervisor saying they are Flash games. Stick figure sniper were huge in 2007.
I remember that one. I used to play that one a lot.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot Flash because you never see it anywhere. I forgot it went away. Mm-hmm. But there was a link. I was looking for something. I forgot what it was. And it sent me to a website. It was something obscure I was looking for. If I remember, I can't think of it. I was stalling, trying to hope it would snap into my head, and I don't remember. But anyway, when you go past page 3 on Google searches, you're just going to keep going and hoping you find the thing you're looking for. So I click on this one page there, and the page doesn't load because it says is not supported. Like there was some kind of error code thing on. I go, what is this? So I Googled the error code. It's because you don't have what was it, Shockwave or something? The Adobe player for Flash and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot all about that software. When radio stations jumped on that shit to begin with, like you would have the thing animation with your show logo, then there would be your page, and everything was like point and click, not like a link, but you'd have to hover over it and click some part of the graphic in order to go to other web pages, and everything was animated and all of that stuff. And now people barely go to a website, but that website still had their Flash animation thing on the front page of it. Couldn't get to the rest of the website, but probably been long abandoned. But I was surprised to see that still existed and brought back a memory. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Moving on to better times in the real world now. Let's see what else we got here. Big Red Tower saying, I'd play a stick figure game if the storyline punches. Storyline was great because it kept giving you new scenarios. And as you were taking out more people, you would get weird, mysterious notes of, like, I guess there was somebody else who was also a hired assassin that was getting mad that you were taking their jobs away from them. Like, it was building towards something else. And then they came out with the second one, which I have on my phone. I never played it. I should play it because it might be the answer of shit that I was looking for. But whatever. It was all there. Cowabunga. Oh, yeah, the Cowabunga collection rule. That's what it was through Steam. You could get Shredder's Revenge. What'd you get? Turtles in Time.
Yeah, you had Turtles 1, Turtles in Time, but then you had the different versions of it. You had the Super Nintendo version of Turtles in Time, and then you had the arcade version, which was different. And then I think they threw in like the Game Boy versions, which was real fun.
What Pitt saying, the 4-player Ninja Turtles was awesome. The arcade game, was so much fun.
That and the Simpsons one.
Yeah, I never bought the 1-up thing. I should have.
And then they went out. Like they stopped making them, and now you can't find them. Like I tried the same thing, especially when Best Buy was clearancing a bunch. Woodpit
saying Game Pass is still good value. It's been good this last year. Yeah, there's plenty of things I've downloaded that I got to try out for a little bit, and then someone was like, "Yeah, I will never sit there and play this. I don't like survival grind games. Like that drives me nuts." I can't just sit there and do that all the time. But there are other games that show up, and you're like, all right, I will play this. I'll save this game for later. I haven't gotten back to them yet because I was playing Phasmo. I was playing Schedule 1. Let me tell you about a couple of games that I have here. Blueprints, I still have to go back and try to figure that out. It's a puzzle game that I keep getting lost.
Giddles played through.
Yeah. I have that. I have the game Brian Shea recommended to me, Ballatra.
Oh, the card
game, right?
That's on Game Pass too. I downloaded it, but I still haven't played it either.
I still have Power Wash Simulator, which I enjoy.
I think I'm going to get the second one.
The Retro Classics on the Xbox Game Pass is so much fun. I was playing Indiana Jones. I was playing Pitfall 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. I keep playing Fishing Derby, Atari Fishing Derby. It is the worst graphics, but you're just sitting on a dock trying to grab fish before the shark that's swimming around grabs the fish off your line. It's just simple and fun and mind-numbing.
Yeah, I was playing Freddy Farkas.
Frontier Pharmacist.
And then I played Space Quest 6.
I downloaded. I haven't played Freddy Farkas. I got to go back and play Freddy Farkas. I had it for the PC. Loved that game. It was just so weird. This game I tried for a little bit, and I like. All right, I like this. I'll keep it. I'm going to sit down one day and really get through it. It's called Genesis Noir. It looks.
Oh, you know what? I've seen that. It's like a little indie game, black and white.
Yeah, and it looks almost like. It kind of feels like the animation style of. Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington.
Right. Yeah, very like elongated limbs.
Yeah.
Small heads. Yeah.
Yeah. Noir adventure spanning space and time. You play as Nomad, a watch peddler caught in a love triangle with other cosmic beings, Miss Mass and Golden Boy. Ew. When your affair turns into a bitter confrontation, you witness a gunshot fired by a jealous god, otherwise known as the Big Bang. Jump into the expanding universe and search for a way to prevent or destroy creation and save your love. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I only played for maybe 10 minutes of it, but it was enough for me to keep that. So, yeah, I love finding all these new games. Schedule 1 had a new update. The cartel is now part of the game, the competing drug cartel.
Nice.
So I downloaded the update. I have not played it. Since the update happened, so I got to get back into it. I just qualified for, or not qualified, unlocked a dealer, a connection, if you will, for seeds to make cocaine. So now I'm in the cocaine business along with the weed business. And
don't clip that one.
Yeah, I know. YouTube's terms of service. Yeah, video game talk. Yeah, so I'm doing all that stuff there. I still have to expand, unlock other parts of the city and what have you. It just takes a while. You know, I'm selling mass product, but it just takes a while for the XP to build up.
Moving kilos, everybody.
Oh yeah, and I got my my golden skateboard, so I'm outrunning the cops in every direction. I'm smashing ATMs and Coke machines. It's all kinds of fun. All right. We got to get on. We haven't even touched any of the stuff that we.
Moving on.
But yeah, there's people wanting to talk about this stuff, so let's talk about it here.
Why not?
Eric Nagel was the king of Real Player in 2005. Yes, I was not letting that go. Real audio. And then still stream all my music on Winamp because it really smacks the what was it? Really whips the llama's ass. I think that was the thing that would play when you would install the new or update the new version. That audio would play, and then you're like, "Oh, that's stupid. How do I change the skins?" Because everybody was all about different custom Winamp skins.
Winamp skins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goonie Tunes saying, went on an 8-bit binge watch of all early Sierra Entertainment games walkthroughs on YouTube. King's Quest. Yeah. I don't remember if I did Police Quest. Leisure Suit Larry, super fun. I have the entire Sierra library of Leisure Suit Larry. Plus, I guess they licensed off the name to another company, and they made like a few more ones that got like they're all like $1 on Steam. I wound up buying them as a bundle. I have not played all of them yet, and Larry looks different. They made him a blonde guy now instead of the brunette, because the brunette with the big nose and the leisure suit looked like Larry Dallas from Three's Company, Jack's friend. That's what he looked like all the time. Yeah, you can't have a blonde leisure suit Larry. It just doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Power Wash Sims 2 rules. Yes, that is out. I have not downloaded that yet.
Yeah,
still enjoying 1. I still have more to do in 1 in order to finish it. Supervisor saying, you need to get Russian Fishing 4, a fishing simulator with RPG elements and a spectacularly relaxing soundtrack. It's wonderful. I will write that down. I will... Russian Fishing.
That seems so weird.
Or
none of those words sound like they should be together.
I know, but it sounds like that's the one where you have a big catch, you reel it in, and it's the three-eyed blinky fish from The Simpsons because of nuclear fallout in Chernobyl.
Chernobyl fishing.
That would be a fun game.
That would be
like everything you pull out of there, you don't know. It's just.
It's like some mutated weird thing.
It's a frog with a human arm, so it can't really fucking, hop around the lily pads well. King's Quest was awesome. They were really hard. Yes. I remember I have the floppy disks. I don't have the box anymore. I still have the 3 and 5 floppy disks for the Sierra collection that I had on there. And I saved it because it had, oh, damn it. It had Indiana Jones. It had something else. And I think they were the Leisure Suit Larry games. Yeah. But remember you could buy the box and it would have like 5 or 6 games all together in there? And it would be like $100 on the back, like one of the back shelves at a B. Dalton's or Babbage's, because that's where PC games were. It was just like 2 big bookshelves in the back.
About Babbage's.
Right? And everything else was all books and what have you, all the, media things that they think were going to be around forever. But you'd go back there and you'd see the giant multi-pack of games from the publisher, and you're like, man, if I had $100, I would buy that thing right now. Now you could probably get it for
Hoyt
$10.
Classic Games comes.
Oh yeah. I played them all on a Tandy 1000. Yeah.
Mine were on the old. I think I had an old Macintosh.
Tandy is the one that had 4 colors on the screen. It was a CGA monitor kind of thing. Yeah. Jordan should patent Chernobyl fishing. Yeah. This is where it'll be one of the spin-offs from Shark Dentist. You could just have a weird, fucked up aquatic video game
Chernobyl
series.
podiatrist.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy has 9 feet.
Yeah. Go through all that.
Money.
Deep sea gynecologist. And you're like, what? Why? What is happening down there? It's like, It's like, you'll never go into the Indian Ocean again. I didn't want to go now, but now that deep sea gynecologist is going there, I kind of want to know what's happening.
Right.
Bartholomew, some of the Larry games are with his nephew, I think. Oh, okay.
That would make sense.
So he passed it on. Got it. Casey, Leisure Suit Larry is amazing. Quest for Glory series is also excellent. I don't know Quest for Glory, but Leisure Suit Larry had one of those things where like the one game is missing. Like the fifth game talks about the fourth game or something, and the fourth game doesn't exist.
That's a good bit.
Like they keep, because remember, holy shit, I just realized. Remember how I told you that growing up, I always heard that the Spaceball sequel was going to happen, and it never did. And that the Spaceball sequel was called Spaceballs 3: The Search for 2, where they would go through the movie and not know what the fuck's going on, and like, well, what happened in the last movie, and they don't know because they never saw the last movie, so they went hunting to find what happened in the sequel that didn't exist. That was the storyline I was told.
I actually just bought a movie probably about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And it's an older movie. Eric Stoltz is in it. It's like one of those like cult classics. It's called Surf 2. Surf 2 has a good bit because there's no Surf 1, and the tagline is the end of the trilogy. So they were in on that bit pretty early on, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
So I would have loved to seen a Spaceballs movie do the same thing, where it's like Spaceballs 3: The Search for 2 would have been absolutely perfect. Yeah, Surf 2 was one of those really bad movies where it's, you know, the bit is a guy develops an energy drink or a soda it's like called Buzz Cola, and it's like turning the teenage population into zombies or like stuff like that. And then Eric Stoltz is in it, and they're surfers, and there's just tits everywhere. It's one of those weird ones. It's a great movie. It's terrible.
Sounds like a trauma movie.
Almost, yeah.
Although I would give that a watch. Maybe that's what you can do if you go solo and do Kaylee's show. Mm-hmm. You guys can talk about Surf 2.
Surf 2.
But all right, so now that makes sense. Maybe Leisure Suit Larry heard that the guy Al what was his name? Al Lowe was the guy who created and had the original Leisure Suit Larry series. We had him on the show. Like the first year we did the show, I had Al Lowe on our show.
Nice.
Fantastic guy to talk to.
Can you imagine you booked Al Davis and he's like, he just wants to talk about him owning the Raiders, and you're saying,
why everyone hates him.
Suit Larry.
Yeah, he's the most hated guy in Oakland.
Glad you're dead.
Yeah, so they had that fifth game, but it would reference the fourth game, and the fourth game didn't exist. So, all right, maybe that's where they got it. I don't know. A lot of coincidences. Tom from Alberta may have named the episode tonight. This is a visual gag. Sorry for the radio people, but if the episode is named this, then you know. But I wrote it down.
And you'll get your t-shirt.
Right. Supervisor saying, wasn't Deep Sea Gyno a Scott and Todd prank call from the first? It could have been. Could have been. Oh, I don't have the music set to it. No.
So good.
We don't need it. Yeah, we do.
Deep Sea Gynecologist.
Gonna take a break. We're gonna flush the format at 9:30 on this fantastic Friday. Scott and Todd in the morning. Like that. Casey saying, yes, it goes from Leisure Suit Larry 3 to 5, where you play both as Larry and Passionate Patty. Yes, right. See, I knew the lore. I am so good at what I do.
He is smart. SMRT.
I want to talk about you and where you are, because we got a lot of shit to get to, and we're already an hour something into the show, and we haven't talked about anything.
Wrap it up. We're done.
There's a lot of video game talk. So last week when we talked to Jordan out in the lovely state of Arizona, it was a brand new season happening out there. I mean, of course, the kids are going back to school, so school season. Well, actually, no, they were a few weeks before that, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, they started.
Most of the country And colleges went back to school. Has nothing to do with Arizona. All right, moving on. So last week was this. It was tarantula season had started.
Tarantula season
in the lovely state of Arizona.
I got a lot of people reach out about that, saying that we were being a little harsh on tarantulas because they're apparently very docile and soft. And
Nope.
I'm still not going near the damn thing.
Nope. And like I said, I am. If I
don't
see
care
them,
if
I'm
they
whacking
do
them
my
with a
laundry.
Zim Zam paddle. Just going to be done. Well, we've continued on from tarantula season because now it is rattlesnake season.
Yeah.
This is This is more terrifying than I think than the tarantula.
I think if I had to choose between the two, I would rather have them damn spiders running around than these things.
What if you walked outside and there's a tarantula and a rattlesnake fighting each other? Do you kind of sit down and watch, or do you just go, nope, I am not going outside today and go back to bed?
Yes, you do. You get out your phone and you record that because it'll never happen again, and you need that proof.
Right. So yeah, that is terrifying. No, I don't need to be outside if those things are also there. Mm-hmm. I've been, my time in Florida, there'd be times I'd come out the back of my house and I would see snakes skimming across my pool. Mm-hmm. Because we were also on the ocean. So they would come from wherever, skim across the pool, off the side of the pool, down through the mangroves, right into the ocean. And you go, why am I down here? I don't need to be around this much nature. I like to view it. I don't need it within my perimeter.
Well, I think everything in Arizona is designed to kill you because we also have the Gila monster.
Yeah.
Which is a nice big fat lizard that just chills out on people's porches sometimes.
Right.
If they bite you, you could die. They're poisonous or venomous. And then we have, wild feral pigs. We have the javelinas who are mean as shit. They look cute. Don't go near them. They're mean. We got a lot of stuff.
Don't you have chupacabras too? Don't they cross the border into Arizona?
Yeah, but we don't talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to build that wall. No more chupacabras.
Well, you have the snake issue. You have the tarantula issue. And then, of course, you have, how do you pronounce it? Haboob?
Haboob.
You have the haboob season happening.
Look at that. Just rolling out at you.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is nuts. This is the sandstorms we always make fun of. He said it's like that scene from The Mummy. Mm-hmm. And this is a time lapse, watching it coming through the plains.
Well, and I think the time lapse is 30 minutes boiled down to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But even then, that wall of dust is impressive, even if it's 30 minutes away and it's coming at you. Yeah, it's
I would be in awe and also terrified. Like you're taking out your phone for the snake versus tarantula fight going in your backyard. I'd pull over on the highway just to I need to film this in case I die. I just want to say I was there, have something to witness this event.
Yeah. But
look at that. It's just
gorgeous. It's cool.
It is. It takes over everything in every direction. That is...
Yeah. We had a huge storm up here last night that went literally around me and then hit the neighborhoods more northwest of me. And apparently there was hail, there was wind, there was crazy. And I'm just like, I got none of that.
Yeah. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Woodpit is saying the ones where the rain knocks up all the dust is really weird. Mm-hmm. So does it just look like eventually, like if it's raining, it looks like there's steam coming up and then it's just really sand and dust?
It's weird. It's so much that when you go out to your car is caked with just a layer of dirt and dust. Yeah.
Nope. Don't need to be a part of that.
Yeah, but will you come out here for about $96,000?
Arizona, I might.
So funny.
I don't know though, but because you got that Tri-City area of everywhere between Phoenix, Tucson, and Scottsdale, where it's just a lot of money in all those points around.
I wouldn't say Tucson has a lot of money. Certain parts, maybe. Yeah, certain parts there are.
Yeah,
I would say Tucson is probably. I would say it's more comfortable living than it is up near the Phoenix area. As far as what you can make your money stretch.
Yeah,
you just gotta dodge the meth heads and the homeless people.
Goonie Toon saying, Jordan, you could have a real life power wash simulator after the dust storm.
That would be fun.
Or after the dust storm, you just sit there, you slowly pan to the front windshield inside your car, and you turn on the windshield wipers just to see what's going on.
Got to get all the spiders and snakes off my windshield.
Right.
Why are they fighting on my car?
Nope, not doing it. I would want the experience, but that is it. What else we have going on here? There's a lot to get to. Let's talk about the McDonald's thing that happened. This is insane. Right. So, Dateline Japan. I gotta
Don't tell my son. He's a racist.
I got a new stinger. It's like, hey, they all look the same, right? And shut up, Dad.
Get your hands off your eyes.
Yeah. McDonald's has always had a weird history with Japanese culture. It was a big deal when they opened up there, but there's ebbs and flows where there's times where people are all about some of the fast food over there, but not all the American fast food really takes off in other parts of the world. There are other places that love Coca-Cola, love McDonald's, love Pepsi, love all of those things. Then you find out there's only one of those in this country or within a certain part of the region, and you go, really? But nobody. It's like, yeah, they just don't give a shit about hamburgers here. It's like, oh, okay, is what it is. Well, it's been that way with Japan. Japan, known for a lot of things that it's given to the world. One of them, a multi-billion-dollar franchise called Pokemon. And it's owned by Nintendo. And if you could say, well, that's an American. Yeah, well, you don't know your history of Nintendo. Nintendo is a Japanese company. Pokemon is huge in Japan, as it is around other parts of the world. They did a promotional tie-in with McDonald's. And they had a special rare edition that you could only get this one. I think it was a Pikachu Pokemon card. You could only get it if you got the, well, it's not called a Happy Meal. What do they call it?
Is it the Mega Meal?
No, Happy Sets.
Okay.
So, yeah. So in Japan, Happy Meals are called Happy Sets. And this was a promotional campaign where you would get a rare collectible Pokemon card. You could only get this through the Happy Meals over there, and that was it for a limited time. There were lines out of various McDonald's throughout Japan. Lines out the door, in the parking lot, waiting to get in there for people to get these cards. So you would think, but on the first day when they have news footage of it coming out and there's people out there lined up, and you would think this is fantastic. At least the people at McDonald's would think, like, this is fantastic. Look at all the attention this is drawing. We're going to sell out all over the place. Well, they did. They sold, excuse me, they sold really well with the Pokemon cards at the McDonald's in Japan. But the aftermath is not something they were expecting. I have a clip here I want to show you from CNN that will explain it in a little bit more detail.
Why are there so many uneaten Happy Meals left on the sidewalk in Japan? Because people aren't buying them to eat them. McDonald's Japan launched a limited edition Pokemon card promo, and it caused a frenzy. People lined up for hours just to get their hands on.
But you saw it. It was out the door, down the street, the footage that we were showing here. People were waiting for hours for McDonald's to open, and then still waiting for hours to get in to order stuff.
Right.
And it didn't even matter if you ordered it on the app. You still had to wait in line just to pick up your mobile order. So you could have ordered an hour ago and thinking, all right, I'll sit there, I'll hit the button, I'll get it before everybody. Nope, you still had to wait because there were so many people trying to get this thing.
On a rare Pikachu card. Some bought multiple meals, took the cards, and dumped the food. A Happy Meal cost about 500 yen, or $3.50 US.
All right, that's
By the way, fuck you, Japan.
Yeah, way cheaper than it is here in the United States. And I'm at that point in my life where I have to get them. If I'm out in the kid season, McDonald's, kid knows Happy Meal, want a Happy Meal. the kid is now so disconnected from the Happy Meal. They just want the kid wants the toy.
Right.
From the Happy Meal. So I said, what if I just take you, because anytime that comes around, I don't want to give her the Happy Meal. Like, what if we just go to a toy store and I get you something? Or we go to 7-Eleven and I get you something. Okay.
She's malnourished, but she has the greatest toys.
Yeah, right. So, we could bypass McDonald's sometimes. Sometimes it's just, there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a temper tantrum. It's just easier to order it through the app and pick it up. The Happy Meals are like $10 or something. They're not cheap at all. $3 something for a Happy Meal?
Well, the average Happy Meal usually is around $5 to $6. I think those weird ones where they did those special edition like Minecraft toys, those were like $10.
Yeah, but no, they started those adult Happy Meals with that weird artist that everybody freaked out over. That it looked like Picasso in toy form.
Yeah. Now that also means it could be your area as well, because prices vary across the country. But around here it's usually like if you're getting the McNugget meal with everything, you're spending close to
There's a specialty. I'm looking right here online. There's a specialty thing right now called the McDonald's Land meal. It's 10-piece chicken nugget, French fries, and some kind of specialty milkshake.
Oh,
hold on. I'm just trying to go through this and see. Did that. That. Why is this not letting me see what the fucking milkshake is? Let me see this abomination. I don't know. All right, some kind of milkshake thing here. But if you want to get meals, where's the kids' Happy Meal thing? Happy Meal. Happy Meal. This is the other thing too. They charge you more if it's a cheeseburger than it's a regular burger, so they don't give you the cheeseburger option. You have to go through and customize the thing all the fucking time to put the stuff on there. So yeah, to get a kid's cheeseburger Happy Meal with the toy and all of that stuff there, it is about $7.50 for a kid's Happy Meal.
It's a lot.
It's terrible. Like the Big Mac meal's over $10-11. The 2 cheeseburger meal, which used to be the cheapest thing for a combo meal on there, is $10. Food sucks. The food's terrible. I told you about another. I know we're getting off topic here, but I told you I went for the consumer. I tried. Burger King has a barbecue brisket cheeseburger.
You never told me, but I tried it too. What'd you think?
Not good.
Garbage.
Yeah, not good at all. Did you see how tiny it is?
It's very small. Like the picture makes it look like you're getting this burger with like all the brisket and whatever and all the sauce, and you get it, and it's the size of like almost like a children's cheeseburger.
The one that I got looked like it was just a tiny bit bigger than a silver dollar. It was so ridiculously small. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got the photo here. This is my fingers pinching the burger. I think I sent this to you, didn't I?
I don't remember you sending it to me, but I did.
Look at
have
that.
the burger. It's very tiny.
That was the fucking brisket barbecue burger. It
was bad.
It was like a slider size, maybe a munchkin, if you will, for a promotional hamburger that they were using at the restaurant. And I think the thing was like $6.
It wasn't cheap, yeah. For the size
terrible.
You're getting, it wasn't that cheap.
2 bites and done. I was like, this is the first bite. I was like, it can't be this bad. Took a second bite. I'm like, oh my God, it is this bad. And just threw it out. It was not worth it at all. But anyway, screw all those places. The portion size is terrible. They charge you for everything now. If you want a sauce with anything, chicken nuggets, onion rings, any of that stuff, 35 cents for a sauce cup. It's like, no, not doing this. I haven't really eaten this shit in a long time. I've had more fast food, I think, in this past year for the consumer than I had in the last several years. And it wasn't even like getting full meals. Besides for that little burger, getting the Happy Meals for the kid, I went to Popeyes to get that pickle lemonade that you told me about. Mm-hmm. That I wasn't a big fan of that either. And I was just like, this is another thing that doesn't need to be so.
Pick a lemonade. Nobody asked. America delivered.
Yeah.
So good.
So, anyway, yeah, back to Japan here. So everybody's selling out Happy Meals, and everywhere you go, they just get the card and they're just dumping it. They're throwing it under. I'll take it back a little bit here, but look, they're throwing it under the benches
Just to get their hands
in the restaurant, the tables.
Some bought multiple.
Look at that. This is all abandoned food. They left them on tables, full. Like you see bags of fries, burgers, all of this stuff, drink cups that aren't touched. You saw it right under the benches there.
And dump the food. A Happy Meal costs about 500 yen or $3.50 US, but now some of these cards are being resold online for hundreds, up to 10 times the cost of the original Happy Meal. McDonald's has to ask customers to please stop wasting food and enjoy the whole meal.
Okay.
Forgiveness, please.
Okay. Keep this in mind. They publicly have to say this to save face, I guess. Like, stop wasting food. You know McDonald's doesn't give a shit if you eat the food or not. The fact that they're selling out all over the place for this stupid Pokemon card, they're like, we need to have Pokemon cards like 4 or 5 times a year.
Oh, for sure. They'll do it again.
Who cares about the market, that we're throwing away all this food or everything like that? Who cares? We're selling so much more because they're coming in to buy this card.
Not just the cards. The promo was supposed to run for 3 days, but it was so popular that they ran out of cards and had to end it early.
On the first day.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, when do you hear of a promotion that lasts 3 days?
Yeah, no, only 3 days. Like, that's a weird...
Right?
It's a weird window of time.
Yeah, because usually it's tied in for a couple weeks or something, or around the time like a movie's coming out to maybe a week after the movie's in a theater or something. Usually you get a couple weeks for a promotion. This was 3 days, and they sold out all in the first day.
This incident has reignited debate in Japan over consumer ethics, scalping culture, and food waste, especially in society that values not wasting the food on your plate.
Okay.
Yeah, their official statement was, we do not believe in abandoning and discarding food. The situation goes against our longtime philosophy that we have cherished as a restaurant to offer a fun dining experience for children and families. We sincerely accept that our preparations had not been adequate. It's the only statement that they gave about people wasting as much as they're wasting just for these cards.
Preston C is saying, McDonald's has a new tin with stickers and postcards for like $16-17. Now I have several. I don't know what that is.
That's weird.
I'm not denying. I just don't know what it actually.
See, and this statement here that I'm about to read just proves that you're right, that they're going to do it again. To prevent this issue from happening again, McDonald's Japan said it on its website, it may limit the number of meals each person can purchase, as well as end online ordering. Those who fail to abide by the new rules might be denied service, which means they know they're going to do it again. They're just going to try to limit the back.
How do you deny service to somebody if they purchased it, walked away from the counter, kept the card, and chucked the food? How do you deny service to that person?
I don't know.
If they look, oh, you just here to buy the Pokemon card, all they have to say is no, and legally you can't do anything. If they said no.
Well, I mean, it's Japan. I mean, the rules might be different. And if you're my son,
is true.
You probably think you all look the same. I thought you already ordered yours.
They do billy club and tase people to pack into subways, so that could be the same thing.
Be quiet.
Yeah, I have no idea, but yeah, Woodpit saying 2 cheeseburger meal used to be $2.99. I know.
Oh, don't even start. I saw someone post something like, you have $10 and this is the menu at Taco Bell in 1995. What are you getting? I'm like, the whole left side of the menu.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're slapping a 20 down and you go, just give me it all.
I will take this side. Thanks.
You know, it's like that old Simpsons joke, and he's like, this is only a quarter. Oh, never poo-poo a quarter. You could go out and get a movie, a popcorn, this, and still have money left over to see the reels or something like that. It was like, you're getting all this for a quarter. Mm-hmm. That's how we're looking at these old men. I know I did a thing with Brian Johnson. Maybe I'll bring it back to this channel here. We went through and looked at restaurants that had closed down and went away. But then we spun it off into some old restaurant commercials that used to have celebrities and stuff. And you look at some of the old commercials, like from the 70s and the 80s of McDonald's, and if it pans the right way or has a shot where somebody's talking, you pause it, you can see the price board above the registers. And it was the time where they had to go in and either it was like a speedometer thing, like they had to flick the numbers into the right positions, or they had to put the numbers in over the little the white boards that light up so you could see the price. And like you could get cheeseburgers, and it was like you get a cheeseburger for like 59 cents, and you go, I want to go to there. Well, like what happened to all of this shit? You're right, Jared. We are getting ripped off in a big, big way.
Well, yeah, the food's getting smaller and the prices are going up.
He's saying we're getting ripped off and everything tastes like shit at all those places. It does. And it's, I've had this conversation over the years where we're like, well, you know, you're older, your taste buds change or your taste in food changes. I understand that. There's foods now that I like that I didn't like as a kid. There was stuff that I liked as a kid that I can't stand now. It happens. But you remember what shit used to taste like versus where it is now. And it's not just, oh, you're older, your tastes have changed. Because you could say that with like, well, you used to eat, you didn't like steak as a kid, but as you got older, you liked steak. That happens. That's a common occurrence. But I remember back in the 80s into the early 90s, Chips Ahoy was a lot bigger and a lot different tasting than it is. Coca-Cola tasted different. Certain candies, certain snack foods all tasted different until the early 90s when they started doing high fructose corn syrup and aspartame and all of that shit. That's when everything changed. And then what was it that you told me about the Oreo packages? Remember they shrink economy? No, you told me there was a term for it.
Oh God, you're right. Yeah, I'll have to look. But yeah,
it was like a shrink.
Oreos,
it was something along the lines like a shrink economy or something, where they shrink it down. The package is smaller, but it's still $7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Oreos, like the special edition Oreos, when they put out like the Selena Gomez ones, the packages are smaller. And you're paying $5 and $6 for them when you could have got the regular, Jared said it, shrinkflation.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that was the term you told me about. Insane.
It's ridiculous.
Big Red Tower. I've been getting $7 burgers from a local joint, and they're about 4 times the weight of shit Donald's burgers and Black Angus beef patties. That, when you can find it looks like a greasy hole in the wall kind of place or a local thing, even if it's like a roadside burger stand, or my favorite, I don't know if they have them out by you, but you would find guys on the side of highways and stuff that had an RV or some kind of truck with a trailer, and they just set up shop and they're selling you hot dogs.
Yeah, we've got that, and we've got the Mexican guys doing all like the different ice creams, and then we've got guys who bring up their mobile barbecue pit and they'll sell barbecue on the side of the road. There's a seafood van that parks, which is hilarious, but they've been doing it for years to the point where now at this point I might trust them only because fresh seafood in your middle of Arizona kind of seems hinky.
Yeah.
But the name alone, every time I pass them, I laugh. They're called Shrimply the Best. And I'm just like, all right, I'll buy your
Sounds
shrimp.
like a Simpsons store.
Yeah. So they do that kind of stuff. My favorite hamburger place remotely close to me is actually inside a Chevron gas station. And they have like their own little grill inside there, and they make some of the best burgers for a good price, and they're filling. So it can be done. These corporations are just getting greedy.
Yeah,
because they know they can.
There's a clothing store that's not that far from me. I think it's on Route 3 in the Clifton area. That has a name, and every time I see it, I take a photo of it and I send it over to Giddles because we just left because it looks like a Simpsons name. Mm-hmm. You know, when they would say like, I can't believe it's a law firm, you know, something along those lines, and you just look at that thing and it goes, oh no, it's an actual clothing store. And I forgot what it's called now, but I love seeing places like that. Anyway, back to the food guys. If you see the guy, and this is what's telling about American culture. Somebody's car breaks down, it's stranded on the side of the road. Very rarely will anybody stop to help. Maybe even an accident. Rarely anyone stop to help. If there's somebody that's just set up on the side of the road and it's got a little, thing sticking up where they're flipping burgers and selling hot dogs, You're causing traffic jams all over the place because people are lined up on the shoulder there to get out and spend whatever the money is to get a roadside grilled burger because you know it's just going to be fantastic just the way that it's made. It's probably something you could get at a diner or somewhere else, but because of the location and how they're doing it, I'll tell you this. The other day, I was doing a search looking for good German butchers and delis and those kind of things. Because I'm in an area of the Northeast where it's just Italian in every direction, right? And it's fine. It's great. But sometimes you want some other shit. So I found a place.
I love German.
I found a place. It was about 25 minutes away. So I made the drive. It was almost near the New York State Jersey line. And I found it. It's in this town. And not only is it a German import place, like they had all kinds of great shit in there. Outside, they had a guy with a grilling stand. You could get not only, they had German Frankfurters, which were unbelievably delicious. I went in and bought some of their packaged things. Like they shrink wrap their own stuff. Mm-hmm. I bought a bunch of those. They had all this other stuff that they were grilling outside the store. Hey, let me tell you, I took a picture of the menu here. So you have all beef, German hot dogs, jalapeno hot dogs, bratwurst, Weisswurst, knockwurst, cheddar bratwurst, Hungarian kielbasa, Brauerwurst, Polish kielbasa, German kielbasa, Wagyu hot dogs, chicken sausage. I don't know this one. Andouille. Andouille.
It's andouille.
Andouille sausage.
Yeah, it's like it's the same sausage you get like in a red beans and not red beans and rice, but like a gumbo or something like that. It's from like Louisiana.
Right. Had that double smoke ring bologna.
That sounds good.
On the grill, like they were grilling all of this shit. Chorizo, smoked bratwurst, spicy beef hot dogs. Next time I go back there, I'm going to try the double smoked ring bologna. I want to see how that is. But I got 2 of the German dogs with the spicy German mustard on it and sauerkraut. I sat there with the fumes in my nose, in my eyes, and crying tears of joy. Also because the mustard was burning the insides of my nasal capacity there. But it was fantastic. I sat there and I'm like, this is amazing.
And I will die on this hill. Sauerkraut is fantastic.
It's even better when they throw it on the grill too with the hot dog. Almost like how White Castle when they caramelize the onions with the beef pat. Yeah. Throw the sauerkraut on the flat iron there with the hot dogs, and then just scoop it all into the bun. They even grilled the bun for you. I'm like,
how
this.
Can you not like sauerkraut? It's fucking delicious.
I know some people are weird. I get shit for the cabbage thing too because they're like, you like sauerkraut, you like coleslaw, you like those things, but you won't eat like what is it they have around St. Patrick's Day?
Corned beef and cabbage,
corned beef and cabbage. It's like, yeah, no, I don't want boiled cabbage. I'm sorry, I'm not eating a head of lettuce, but I'll have it in a salad. I'll have it on my sandwich. Just not doing it. Giddles is in the chat. Hey, buddy. He said, let's catch up with Giddles here. Even the current McDonald's deals changed. It used to be $3.99 for a McDouble, small fries, and a drink. Now it's $7. Yeah. And when they all try to tell you, like, there's some deals that they have, it's like, it was on I was on TV. They were running a commercial for something at McDonald's for a limited time. I'm like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. That I think it was a Big Mac promotion. It's like, oh, you can get this, buy one, get one free kind of thing. Oh, but you had to order through the app. You can't go to the store and buy it. You have to order it through the app or else you don't get the deals at all. Giddle saying the best food I'm getting right now is tamales from this Mexican dude selling them out of a shopping cart with an umbrella by the subway. Yeah, those places. Now you could say we don't know how sanitary that is. Sometimes you just the food is good. You go with it.
I have a tamale guy that parks his little Nissan Sentra. It's a little silver Sentra, and he's been out there for years.
Yeah.
And he's another one of those ones where it's like, look, he's never moved. He's always parked on the side of the dirt road there. If someone had died from his stuff, he would have not survived in that spot. If he's been there years, he's got good food.
Yeah. And even if there was some problems, like if you get some bureaucracy or somebody complaining about that, they've been around long enough. They've taken care of enough people. Some people go, I fucking love that guy. We're not gonna acknowledge this report. Just let them keep doing what they're doing. Case in point, where I used to work, Garrett from Garrett and Steve, go support them on their YouTube channel. Garrett used to get Chinese food once in a while, and I'm like, this looks different than some of the places that were around our studio in Manhattan. I go, where did you get that? That looks amazing. And he's like, oh, it's over on this thing. So he gives me the address. I go and I don't see a Chinese place. I'm like, what are you talking about? Next time I go with him, he found some lady was using the back part of a building, where they would bring in the trucks, the dumpster, all of that stuff in there, right? The loading docks of a building. She would rent this little area of the loading dock of a big building and set up shop every day and would make her own Chinese food. And a bunch of different option stuff. Like some days, well, this was the special for today, but have some other options. She made everything. And it wasn't like she bought it. She didn't have the big food, the hot dog trucks and stuff that they wheel around Manhattan. She just had her table set up, the cooking stuff, all that shit. And you would get a whole thing meal for like $4. Like she would jam it packed to the point where she has to fold the styrofoam and staple it, to keep it down in the bag. $4 and that. There was always a line, and she would sell out fast. Like you had to go in there, and whenever she was done. But I think she used to also serve the guys from the loading dock area too. It's because they never gave her a problem. They worked around her. If there were deliveries coming in, she didn't have to get up and leave. They kept that one bay blocked off. And they just did it all through the other place. So those are the kind of people you can support those. Their food's fantastic. Now I'm hungry. I want to find some of these things. We always do this to ourselves.
We do this to ourselves, yeah.
All the time here. There was something else from, he's like, I make all those at work. Oh, you make all those hot dogs and stuff? God bless you, man. Fantastic stuff. Casey's saying sauerkraut is nasty. We used to treat heel scratches on horses, and that's all it's good for. You are incorrect.
It's good for German hot dogs and Rubens.
Big Tower saying that place sounds yum as fuck. Yes, it is. I think you're talking about the German place. Yeah, when I talked to the guy, I said, you don't know how much I'm going to be harassing you people. Now that I know where your business is, I will be here all the time. I have family in town. They eat some German shit for breakfast, which is weird. Weisswurst. You know what that is?
No.
It's a white sausage. It's almost the same as it's like bockwurst, but it's depending on the region, I guess, of where it's made. They get up in the morning and they eat that. Old German people, they're just sitting there and eating white sausage with ketchup and mustard or whatever. It's good for them. I wake up later and have a sandwich like a normal person, but I can smell it in the house that they were, grilling it up and living their best lives. What bit? The best two burgers I had were both in airports. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to see what that's all about. McDonald's drinks are still really good. They have the best Coca-Cola, any size, $1.79. Yes, but McDonald's limited their drink menu too. Because it would be like Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, something like a Fanta, the orange. They don't even have the orange High C anymore. I think it's orange Fanta that's in there. But you don't get I don't know, their Coke Zero is off. I don't know.
Their Sprite's a good one. Their Sprite has probably the best mix.
Yeah, I don't like Sprite, so I don't drink that stuff. McDonald's drink. Oh, sorry, you posted that twice. My bad. What is Jared saying here? I have committed to skipping chains. I haven't done chains on my own. If I'm driving around, it's like I need to get something to eat. I purposely will just keep driving if I can avoid a chain. To a certain extent, I don't want Wendy's. I don't want fast food. I don't want any of that that kind of stuff. If there's a Five Guys, I will spend the money for a Five Guys. I do enjoy that. Even Shake Shack on a rare occasion, because Shake Shack's super expensive now too. Mm-hmm. I'll go and I'll enjoy their buttermilk chicken ranch sandwich at a Shake Shack. Once in a while, Chick-fil-A is fine, but yeah, the burger places I skip.
I try that, but then they do things like today officially. Now they're going to do the grand opening next week, but today officially we got our first Zaxby's, and now I'm like, I gotta go try Zaxby's.
Yeah, I've heard people talk for years I've heard people talk about Zaxby's and Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
And then they
Bojangles.
finally opened some Raising Cane's in the area, and I know everyone loves it, and I still continue to not like them, and I don't care. But is what it is. Is what it is. All right. Moving on from Japanese McDonald's. I don't think we're going to get to the Woody Show stuff.
We can table it.
Yeah, we'll table it. We'll see next week. Maybe it dies down. Maybe it doesn't. We shall see. Oh, real quick. You and I were doing a show prep conversation.
We were.
And I got to, much to Jordan's chagrin, I got to meet the new woman in Jordan's life.
Yeah,
Jordan is a single father out there, ladies. And while we were talking, a woman's voice was talking to him behind the things. And I had to pause and go, hold up.
Yeah.
Who is that?
She's so helpful in my life. Like I don't know what I would do without her.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
So I'm sitting there and I'm processing what was said, and I go, Jordan, did Alexa just remind you to take out the garbage cans?
Yep.
And I said, you schedule reminders to take out the garbage cans.
I live and die by a lot of these things. Yes. I have it set up for my lights in my living room. I have it set up, but yes,
that's
I'm
fine.
so busy in
commands to do things. Look, I don't use Alexa or Siri for any of that shit, but I understand that people do. I get that. But to have it set up, it's like, hey, reminder to take out the garbage is a new low, kind of low in life.
Really? See, I think it's no different than having like a calendar update or some kind of reminder in the notes or things that sometimes the week gets away from you. I've had a busy week. The kid's off trying to break herself, and
my friend,
like sometimes I forget what day of the week it is.
Honestly. I get it, but my friend, there are certain things in life. I know not so much anymore, but there were certain things you just have to commit to memory to function as a human being. Knowing your address, knowing your phone number.
I know my own, yes.
You should know the days of the week when garbage pickup is happening. That should be a no-brainer and burnt into your memory.
You know how many times I didn't hear that reminder, and I'll be sitting here at work, I'm at my desk, and then off in the distance, I hear the garbage man grabbing stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot garbage day. I have to run down to drag that thing out to the curb. Trust me, the reminders are necessary.
Apparently, I'm wrong, because I'm seeing stuff come in on the chat, and I guess all of you are using this. Big Red Tower says, I use Google Calendar to help me remember garbage. Insane. I use my calendar on my phone along with Facebook, because I didn't ask Facebook to do this, to remember people's birthdays.
Sure. Yeah.
So
no, I do that.
I won't, with the exception of a handful of family members, I will never remember people's birthdays. And it's not that I don't care. It's just that's trivial information, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, love Rob Stark to death, Hollywood agent Rob Stark. Until Facebook reminded me that his birthday was this past Monday, I would have probably forgotten. And it's not him. It's just me.
Yeah.
You know, I forget these things.
So what I do is contacts I have in my phone, some contacts are just for their birthdays. If I find out someone's birthday, I put a contact in my phone. I put the birth date in there, and it says to remind me day of and the day before. Because sometimes the day before, I will say this, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, it's my nephew's birthday. Or oh shit, it's my goddaughter's birthday is coming up. I didn't buy anything. Thank God for Amazon, where you can send them electronic cards and they all want to shop for themselves, because that is the savior of a lot of those situations. But I have everybody's birthdays in my contacts, and then Facebook tells me, which is weird because it doesn't tell me everybody, but it will tell me more people than you would think. Never had it set to remind me to take out the garbage.
You were taken aback. Like, we were sitting there having a conversation. I was hanging out. I was on my computer. We were talking through Discord. And then, it goes, Jordan, don't forget to take out the trash. And then you're like, wait, what was that? Like, you stopped everything we were doing because you had to know what the hell you just heard. And I'm so used to it. I didn't think that it was out of place. And then I remembered yeah, not a lot of, I mean, based off the chat, I think a lot of people do this kind of stuff, but like you definitely didn't do it.
No, not at all. Jared in the chat saying, how many times have people forgot to put the cans out in the street? This solves that. I didn't know this was that big a deal of people forgetting to put the garbage. I swear, I thought it was just one of those things that you have ingrained in you.
He's like, Jordan's an alien. This has to be brought up. And apparently you're the alien.
Apparently so. I know when to put out my garbage in recycling. I didn't know this was a special skill that I had developed over time, and nobody else has adapted to this. Yep. Woodpit saying, I've forgotten to take out the trash twice in the last few months. I hadn't done that in like 10 years.
See?
All right.
If you had a reminder set up to tell you to take out the trash the next day.
What reminders do I have? I have birthday reminders. I also have death reminders. I have holiday stuff. Oh, I have frivolous reminders. All right, I can take a step back and admit I have a frivolous reminder.
What do you got?
Well, remember I told you that we had 100
German hot dogs.
No, that might have to go in there. Look, if that German place had an online ordering thing like Amazon where it goes, you can save money if you set up a subscription so that in a certain amount of time it just automatically buys the item for you again and ships it to you.
Yeah,
I would have a weekly basis of German pork products being sent to my house at all times.
I have reminders that I'll do those 30 days for the streaming service. You get it for free. I set up reminders to tell me to knock it, to cancel it if I don't want to pay. Dude, I live and die by my calendar at this point because I've just got so much going on. I just forget the day of the week sometimes.
I'll get back to the frivolous stuff I have in my calendar in a second. Giddles just sent me the photo of that the tamales guy that he was talking about there. Look at that.
That's legit.
It's just a little cart with he built a sombrero roof on top of it, and he's selling tamales, rajas, queso, mole verde. Oh, these are the sauces. Okay. So it's just tamales and different kinds of sauces on there. I would go there. I would give him a try.
I would pay money to listen to you read off a Spanish menu.
Yes. Can I have the mole,
Rajas,
please?
Can I get the mole and the rajas?
The rajas.
So rojas.
R-A-J-A-S. That's not raw. It's ro?
Oh, it's rajas?
R-A. Yeah, right there. R-A-J-A-S.
Interesting.
So I did pronounce it rice.
Well, because there is
Wait a minute.
at the bottom.
Wait a minute.
So I just want to make sure.
I just said, so I did pronounce it rice instead of right. All right, now your son has company because now I think they all look like it, but I'm mixing two different nationalities. Oh my God, that could be the show title.
I pronounced it rice.
So I did have.
That's so funny. That was my mistake. You said rajas. I assumed you said rojas or rojos.
Okay, judge's decisions in. Gabby, resident Mexicana, female, in the chat. You did it well. I approve. She probably didn't approve how I was just trying to flex my Spanish. Mexican rice is a thing. Yes, I know Mexican rice is a thing. It is fantastic. That yellow rice is quite delicious.
Wow. Now who's racist?
Well, if it was yellow rice in Japan, you got me to rights. But in Mexico is what it is. What is it called? It starts with an A.
Arroz.
I'm forgetting the name of it. But anyway.
Arroz con pollo.
Still, anyway, I would go to this guy and throw stuff legit down. Around the corner from where our studio was in Manhattan, there used to be halal guys all over the place. Especially the famous ones were near Sirius. They were a couple blocks away from Sirius. The ones that built up so big that they have chains or franchises all around. Halal guys. The original guys were on 6th Avenue, right across from the CBS building. It was the original corner with it. I would go down there. I would wait online. And I would get like either the lamb platter or the chicken lamb combo, a bunch of white sauce, a splash of the red line on there because their hot sauce was insane.
Hot sauce is good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Juicy. So you
Arrows. Thank you, Goonie Tunes.
You put me. Wait, pronounce that again.
Nope.
Damn it.
Green arrows. There we go. No, it's
anyway. Did you see?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm going through my Mexican alphabet.
Please don't. We want Gabby to stay.
I cannot roll my R's, but it's
arroz. Arroz con pollo is chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so
green arrows.
Arrow.
Then I got to get back to what I was talking. I'm straying again. But
arroz.
Arrowed. Ow, my leg. Go ahead.
So, the ugly one. So the right. Did you see that the guys that you would put me onto that have the food truck where you bring your bag of chips, you go up to them and they fill it with all
the guys in Virginia. Yeah.
They have an ice cream place now. And you do the same concept. You go into the ice cream place and you can bring in a bag of Oreos and be like, mix it into my fucking ice cream.
Really?
Look them up. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's an actual like brick and Morty's place. Like it's legit.
Thank you for saying that correctly, by the
place.
way. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. And I know Rob right now is probably rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, well, it's weird to culturally appropriate your own race. It's so weird how he does all that. What was their name? Flavor Hive, right?
Yeah, I think so. But they have an ice cream place now.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm sure they're going to link it off their main account.
Yeah, I've been seeing videos of them doing it.
Yeah, the Flavor Hive.
They just opened it within the last 2-3 weeks.
But
yeah, you can bring in all your like sweets and stuff like that and have it mixed into.
They opened up their brick and Morty place here for Flavor Hive. Where you can do all of that stuff. I don't see. All right, I'll have to look for it. It's not something that the listeners are going to give a shit about.
No,
but
yeah, look them up. They got an ice cream place now. It's great.
Okay. God, so much good food out there. Oh yeah, so around the truck, around the station, food places. Like I said, the halal guys. There was a guy around the corner that would do gyros and stuff. Like he had a Greek Mediterranean truck. And one of the best grilled hot dog places was this Russian, or he might have been a Ukrainian guy, had a hot dog truck behind Carnegie Hall. He was on 56th and 7th. And you'd go behind him, go there, and it's like, what do you want? He was no emotion, not a dick, but just no emotion. What do you want? This. Oh, it's like, I'm going to get a couple hot dogs or boom, 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 doing the whole thing there. He coming up, he's wrapping it in tin foil. He's putting fantastic. Was worth the money going to those guys. So anyway, go to those and support those food people. Screw the chains and whatnot. What else do I have here for you? Have a bunch of stuff. We have a lot of videos we could clear out.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
I have some surprises for you. Let's see. We can have one of our random videos from the video bag, if you want to go through that. I have a pizza challenge video from a place here in New Jersey. I could show you that. I have 2 surprise videos for you. We could do, since we were talking Mexican food, I have that Mexican influencer who got famous for a unique dance that he does. The Epstein rap video, I have that still.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Where do you want to go? You pick.
Let's do pizza. We're talking food.
Dealer's choice.
Let's round that out with some pizza in Jersey.
Okay.
I'm always jealous of all your guys, all of the Italian on.
Sometimes they go a little crazy. There's a difference like with pepperoni pizza. Sometimes you just want, the good pepperoni on a pizza. Sometimes they make a little fancier where they have the pizza cups. I forgot what that kind of pizza is, where they curl up.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, the little mini pepperonis.
Yeah, and those are fine too if done in the right way. But everyone thinks you need to have those cup pepperonis on regular parlor pies. And sometimes it's not always the best. Or they think you need to have 1 million of them on a slice. And then they put sauce on top of it. Like the amount of grease off those pepperoni cup things that you don't drain. And then you're just dumping this spicy or Big Mac sauce.
I put Parmesan cheese in it, and I just soak up the grease with Parmesan. So then I got giant clumps of Parmesan.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just too much, and you can't do it. This pizza challenge is from a pizza place called Nonna Vita Trattoria in Hamburg, New Jersey. Let's take a look at this.
Pizza? Oh, yeah. So, your pizza's $23.18. Look at this beautiful pizza. Oh, wow. But if you can land this bottle, it's for free. Okay, I got this. Ma vaffanculo, $23.18.
There's constant videos of where this guy's telling people, and it's like, if you can do this, we'll give the pizza for free. It's essentially Lucy pulling the football from Charlie Brown every time.
I also love that when he did it, he told her to basically fuck off and go pay your bill.
Yep.
Let's
give it another watch.
I ordered a pizza. Oh, yeah. So, your pizza's $23.18. Look at this beautiful pizza. But if you can land this bottle, it's for free. Okay, I got this. Ma vaffanculo, $23.18.
I like those little bits. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are the way to do those things.
That guy I'll support all day and night for his business. The guy who...
The gabagool?
No, the
gabagool guy?
No, the guy... Sandwich. Making a sandwich.
Making a sandwich.
He blew up for a while. Now,
a little mozzarella.
You don't see any of his stuff. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? It's like, you're north of the city. You're not even from the Brooklyn how you doing area. You're up in like New Rochelle. You're up in the Westchester area. You don't really have claim to that anymore. It's like when you find the New York guy in a different city or different state. Like, this is the New York guy who makes pizza in Florida. This is the New York guy that makes Italian food out by where Jordan is. And he's overdoing the whole thing. And you're like,
right.
You from Tuscany? No, you're not. Okay. You from
Austin.
Queens? Bronx? Anywhere there? No. Where you from? Oh, Homedale, New Jersey. Yeah, you don't qualify for any of that stuff.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah. So there you go. So I like that guy's account, and I liked a lot of his videos where he's just fucking with people. I have a video if you want to see of I bought. Well, not I bought, but my kid got for her birthday one of those Power Wheel cars.
I love.
We showed it on the show here.
Yeah, we talked about that. How we wanted the Bigfoot one and stuff like that.
Right. So we had it out in the park a few times. She did it, and then she gets bored of it, and then hops off and she goes, "I don't want to do this anymore." And I sit there and I just shake my head. I go, mine would have been destroyed.
It would have wore off
if I was a kid like that, and I had the original Power Wheels, which was was it a Bigfoot?
Yeah, it was the Bigfoot.
The original Power Wheels that came out in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have been riding that up. I would have tried to hit that divot on the curb at your driveway to try to get it on two wheels like Mahoney did in the first Police Academy. I would have been
Mahoney, just parked the man's car.
Yeah, I would have been doing all of that stuff.
But sir, there's no spaces.
And then he's like, "I'm sorry about that, sir." And you just see it going right behind him. So I'm trying to tell her, I'm like, there's things you can do. I'm like, if you don't want to drive it, I'll drive it. You can't drive it. You're too big. Nope, I'll make it work. It's like, in fact, I'll show you the best way to drive it. So here we go. Take a look at me driving my daughter's Power Wheel.
At least you're being safe with a helmet.
Yeah.
That's a good pause.
No, that's where the video ends.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. How those wheels even lasted? 'Cause those are just plastic. That gravel would have wore those down to nothing.
Yeah, I know. But look, you either go big or you go home, right?
Right.
Isn't that how the saying? Play like a champion today, Jordan. That's what we're here to do. Jared in the chat. Power Wheels drag racing is a thing, and it is awesome. I would love to see that.
Right.
I'm not denying it, but fantastic. What else do I have for you here? I have some surprises.
Okay.
Would you care for some surprises?
I love surprises.
Jordan likes his surprises.
He likes it. He really likes it.
He does really like it. Here's what I'm going to need you to do. Do not look down. Look straight ahead.
I'm not. I've got my computer blocking. I know better.
I'm doing the Newfound Glory singer thing when he used to do that all the time on stage, and I fucking hated him forever for doing that. I don't think they do it anymore, but there was a period of time, I think it was after they were on Conan O'Brien, every fucking Warped Tour or live show he would go out there and do this shit to the audience all the time, and I was like, I hate them. I will never like them ever again. And to this day is still the case. Yeah, keep looking at me.
My friend's over you.
Like Superman. hey, eyes up here, right? I'm loading 2 videos that need to be surprises for Jordan to make him happy. The first one, you ready, my friend?
Do it.
Here we go.
We'll figure out a plan for Joe Hendry tonight.
Say his name and he...
I mean, honestly, there's no way Joe Hendry will be here.
Say his name and he appears.
I don't know where else to go.
So good.
Oh, he's right there.
What?
Look at it, right there. I just saw him. Joe Hendry was right there.
Say his name
That's my favorite one right
he
there.
appears.
I have been humming that all week. Ever since we saw that video last week.
It was...
It's such a good bit.
I am more obsessed with that and that bit and that whole thing, like I said last week, with Fandango. I didn't care if he ever wrestled. The Fandango bit was so fantastic. That's all he could do, and I would buy all his merch all the time.
That's so good.
You were talking about this one from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go figure out a plan for Joe Hendry tonight.
Nope, that's not that one. Not that one. It was this one.
Wanna know what always cheers me up?
No, I don't actually.
Say his name and he appears.
Ren,
I believe in Joe Hendry.
stop. He's not gonna show up, so stop. All right?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Every time.
Now,
every time.
When he has those vignettes play on when wrestling, because he's one of those. They have a unique deal with WWE right now. He's still with TNA technically, but they do a cross support thing. So TNA wrestlers wrestle WWE NXT wrestlers, so they're on both shows, right?
Right.
Be it TNA or be it at WWE NXT shows, when they do those vignettes on television while the audience is watching. Always a pop. He's got, unless they fuck this up, he's got John Cena level appeal. Like there can be people who don't like Cena because it's like Cena always wins or Cena's the goody goody, whatever. But Cena has 25 years of proving that anything Cena does, people like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Hendry never gets booed ever, even if he's wrestling people that they like. If it's two, they call baby faces, good guys. In there at WrestleMania when he showed up fighting Randy Orton. People love Randy Orton, but
oh god,
you had 100,000 people losing their shit and singing Joe Hendry's song. He's that great that everything he does is fantastic, right? Involving this character.
He's so good at it too. Like just even as a bit, he always knows where the camera's at. So whenever the door's open, he's looking down the barrel. He's eye contact with you. It's every time. He's not like he shows up and then he has to turn to the camera. He's just ready to mean mug right down the barrel. And it's such a good bit. I love it.
When even before he concocted this image for his wrestler and character, he had Joe Hendry would do parody songs. And they would play making fun of the opponent that he had, and that would be his wrestling entrance thing. It'd be up there, and they would play a parody song about how terrible the other person is, or have footage that was embarrassing or never seen before of them botching something, and it's all in the parody, all in the video. That's what got him a lot of attention, and then he started doing the whole thing here. Now it's dressing in the blue satin shirt and the white pants. Mm-hmm. I'm going to watch this thing again. Sorry.
Say his name and
it's not playing. Damn this thing. What is going on with Streamlabs? Here we go. Try it again.
Figure out a plan for Joe Hendry tonight.
Say his name
eye contact immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's no way Joe Hendry will be here.
Say his name and
it's not even looking at the people there. It's just staring at the camera.
Oh, he's right there.
What?
Look at it, right there.
I love that. Oh,
I just saw him. Joe Hendry was right there.
say his name and he appears.
Yeah. Well, that's
so
part
good.
one of this.
Jared actually says it's going to be the next A24 horror film. I would pay money to go see that.
Oh my God. So down the line when the
It's like
copyrights
Candyman
expire.
or-
No. It's like when they make the Popeye and the Mickey horror movie, the Winnie the Pooh thing, the Joe Hendry rights expire. And then it's like, you will believe in Joe Hendry. And it's just, you see the beard, you see the blue shirt, and then there's like a knife like there in the hand or something like that. It's almost, it's the new Candyman. You are right.
I need to remember when we were doing the what was it, like must-see TV type bits, but we made them horror where we were doing like Family Matters and things like that. I think I need to make a horror movie Joe Hendry bit.
Oh, when we did the posters. Yeah.
When we did the posters.
All right. Come up with a couple ones that we can do.
A couple.
Because let me tell you how great that run was. Yeah. Smile 3. There you go.
Smile 3, Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Yeah. Smile. Yeah. Say his name and he appears. Smile 3 with Joe Hendry. There's the tagline.
That's it. Yep.
Do that one where he has his face. Oh, that's the first one you do. Then do the other one where you just see, the thin beard, the blue shirt, and all that stuff, and you just put something in his hand, an axe or whatever.
Right.
Do the next thing for that. What was I just gonna say about this? Now you got me so excited. Oh, the sitcom horror movie posters worked so well. Bob Saget contacted me personally.
Yep.
He texted me and he goes, I don't think I still have it. I know we read it on the show, right?
I may have it somewhere.
Okay, we can go back and see that. But when we did the Family Ties, not Family Ties, Full House one, and he thought, and he's like, hey man, he thought we were like insulting him.
He was upset.
And I told him, I said, Bob, no, it was like, look at the other ones here. We were turning sitcoms into horror movies. I said, you know how they do those clips where they remove the laugh track and they sound more serious and disturbing? We made horror movies. And then I showed him the other ones and then he was okay with it. Mm-hmm. But he legitimately got upset. I was like, hey man. And he's like, I've done so much for you. Why are you insulting me?
Yeah, I believe like at some point he goes, I'm just getting sensitive in my old age.
Yeah.
And this is like maybe 6 months removed from his passing. And I just felt so bad after that.
God bless, and Godspeed and all that to Bob Saget. He was fantastic. He was such a nice guy. And the fact that he thought we were making fun of him and he felt legitimately hurt. Mm-hmm. I felt bad. And I had to explain, like, no, Bob, this was just the whole series of things. And once he understood it, he liked it. He liked the fact that we were doing Mr. Belvedere and Perfect Strangers and all that shit. So God bless Bob Saget. Anyway, to wrap up Joe Hendry here, here's another Joe Hendry thing for you.
Joe Hendry controls a wrestling universe through belief and clapping. So, you believe this individual rivals the power of the Force, Mace Windu?
Yes, I do, Lord Vader. That is why you should believe in Joe Hendry.
Believe in Joe Hendry, Padme. If believing in him makes you a better soldier, I shall try to believe in him.
Okay, Lord Vader, so can you then please say that you believe in Joe Hendry?
Believe in Joe Hendry, Mace Windu. Very well. I shall acknowledge this Joe Hendry and his power. But do not expect me to start applauding like a mindless drone.
That's really good.
I will say, I don't have the thing. Hello? No. Do I have the hello? 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 There's like 900 sound effects. And I can't find it.
Stop pressing things.
No, I don't know where it is. Fuck it. The bit's gone. But it was just like, I will say his name, but if he appears. You just see Joe Hendry smiling. The red fucking lightsaber comes through his chest.
Passing in the distance, yeah. It's pretty good.
There's so much. Here's what's great also about the Joe Hendry thing. There's so much mileage still on this simple bit. Like you're like, oh, it's going to get tiresome or whatever. His contract is up soon with TNA. Now, he could stay with TNA in their current thing. But from there's a series called Unreal, is it? It's the new WWE behind the scenes documentary that they're putting out on Netflix. Unreal. It is called Unreal. There's a couple of things about Joe Hendry and the one was about his thing at WrestleMania with Randy Orton. And he was talking about how John Cena told him one time, they were talking about it and he's like, what do you want to do? And Joe told him what he wanted to do. And he's like, well, you're doing the right thing. Keep it up. And he's like, there was something that Cena had told him to do. And he's like, my advice is do this. And Joe thought about it and he decided not to do what John said. And then he came back and he saw John later and he goes, I'm sorry, man. I know you said that. And John goes, no, you were completely right. That was the wrong thing to do. He goes, I will see you down the line. There's a lot of speculation that WWE is going to take him from TNA, right? There's also a lot of speculation that he's going to be moved quickly to the main roster because his wrestling moves are simple, they're clean, and they're very safe. Like the stuff that he does is not a high impact thing that would hurt anybody, right? So that's kind of important. But he's already over with the crowd. So they don't need to really build him. They just need to guide him. There's a lot of speculation that he's going to be one of the last guys that Cena wrestles during his farewell tour here. He's only got about like 11 appearances left for the rest of the year. And so one of the things is that like one of the last matches is going to be Joe Hendry, which if your last match or second to last match for John Cena is Joe Hendry and Cena puts him over, the guy's going to be probably as big as Cena down the line.
Yeah.
Like he might be the new baby face to carry the thing along with Cody Rhodes or whatever. Yeah, even Woodput saying it's like he'll be on main roster for sure. All right, moving on. What else do I have? I want to clear out some of these videos before we get to segment 2. By the way, the dildo thing with the WNBA seems to have died down.
No, there was another incident.
There was?
It wasn't a green one. It was like a black and pink one. Like
I don't care.
Just now throwing dildos.
Send me a note to remind me to get that.
I'll look for it.
We'll update the thing. I was looking around. I didn't see anything more. And then there were arrests for people that were throwing them on there because they were all tied to some kind of crypto coin.
Yeah.
Man. I missed another. All right, we'll have to add that to the list of more stuff here. All right, so let's check out. I found this guy who does a lot of Gen X targeted videos, which I'm all about. Mm-hmm. Take a look at this, my friend.
Up as a Gen X kid, I bet you or somebody you know
I love
got a
this
star
guy.
from one of these toys. Let's get right into it. First up, you got lawn darts. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to give us metal darts?
I'm sorry it's really low. I didn't know the volume on his video was really low. Otherwise, I would have boosted it.
Prison shanks. Didn't say aim for that tiny ass ring over there. Newsflash. We never aim for that ring. We aim for each other. I know several kids that got hit with these everywhere. Kids was getting shish kebabbed in their own backyard.
They should ban it.
Ban this shit. Next up, we got the Easy Bake Oven. Sound innocent, right? Wrong. This little bitch ran on a light bulb hotter than Satan's ass. You stick your hand in and get that cupcake, you coming out with 3rd-degree burns. That little pink oven didn't just bake cookies, it baked children. Then we had click clacks, acrylic balls on the string.
Oh God, yeah, you smack it.
Yep.
Like this.
Clack, but you end up cracking your damn orbital bone. One bad move, right? Knock your ass in the next week with a black eye and a chipped tooth. Next up, pogo sticks. These motherfuckers dared you to jump higher. And as a true Gen Xer, that's exactly what the fuck we did.
Look, my brother, I mean, I was still too young when these things were big in the 70s and 80s. Mm-hmm. But when I got on, I was big enough to actually do something on it. I could bounce it pretty well. My brother used to jump so high on the damn thing, like to the point I thought he was going to, because the pedals moved. They were on like a...
There was a spring.
Yeah,
it was just
but
a giant spring.
It was on a track is what I meant to say, where like the spring would keep it here, but you'd have to push down in order for it to move, right? He would bounce off so high, like he'd do trick jumps like off the curb and then land so hard on the pedal. You'd thought he was going to break the pedals off the pogo stick, like the way he would hit the ground so hard, but then would bounce up and he was bouncing off everything. I don't remember if he ever got hurt, but I just remember him in the street when, you know, look, not caring if cars were coming. You're out there with a pogo stick trying to jump as high as you can and break the toy.
Mm-hmm. We would jump off things with it.
Yeah.
Like high up. So you're already high up and then you jump and try to land that pogo stick. It was like having remember the bicycles used to have like the pedals that had the teeth on them? And like no matter what, somehow you're scraping your shins or the back of your leg.
Yep.
Same thing with the pogo stick. We would jump off stuff and try to land, but because you're dumb, you don't get your foot placed right away. And then, you just go and you just scrape the back of your leg.
Yep.
It was the worst.
I can imagine people had like second story, like if you had a split level ranch house, you had a second story deck that you were trying to jump off the deck and land on your patio or the backyard to see, like, if I hit it right, I'll jump even higher than the deck. And no, that thing was shot up into your face, so you fell off.
I was actually just about to mention this wood pit. Trampolines.
Yep.
But see, here's the thing. We used to try to get we would jump off something with the pogo stick onto the trampoline to see how high we can get off. And that's when we got hurt.
I don't know if this was something that was after our childhood time, but I don't remember as a kid seeing those giant trampolines that people had in their lawns.
No.
Now, we had those little trampolines that had like a brown leather thing around where the springs were, and it was always in somebody's basement.
Mm-hmm. It was like the little workout one.
Yeah, that's all the trampolines you would ever see. I never saw these big. You go to a Costco, there's one that's 20 feet wide that's hanging from the rafters of the building, and it's like $400, or I call it the white trash pool. You know, they would have it out there, and with the netting and all the stuff. It's like, we didn't have that as a kid. Imagine taking the pogo stick onto that thing. You're either breaking your leg or you're putting a hole right through that $500 trampoline your dad just bought. And then your dad comes over and beats you with the pogo stick for ruining the trampoline that he just bought.
That's exactly what the fuck we did. We would try to jump on the roof. One wrong move, though, and your ass was kissing concrete, waking up with a bloody smile. Your whole body looking like a crash test dummy. Last but not least, bike pedals.
There we go.
Yep, the bike pedals.
Those are the bike pedals. Those things were it's like cheese graters for your fucking...
Oh, yeah.
AKA the shredded shin 9000. Technically not a toy, but one slip, it's gonna shred your shin up like Freddy Krueger. These spiked ass metal death traps got shredded more shins than a cheese grater. They responsible for 90% of us having a permanent tattoo. Just understand, kids today got foam swords and safety warning. All we had was trauma, lawsuits, and peroxide. What toys do y'all have scars from? Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
So this actually goes to what I've been dealing with this week. So you know about this, but my daughter was supposed to try out for volleyball.
Hold on, one bit's like, oh my god, my shit. Everyone's having.
Right, everyone had that.
What was it called? When people would lose their limbs and they would still like phantom limbs.
Phantom limb. Yeah, we're having phantom shin pains.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I can remember feeling, or if you didn't pay attention and you had to move your bike and you like all pedal and you go barefoot on those spike things and realize, oh crap, I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah. So, yeah, this week my daughter was supposed to try out for volleyball. It didn't happen because in PE, she broke her finger. Like,
right.
Freak accident, broke her pinky. Got to go to the orthopedist tomorrow. I was telling her about how things like this would happen to me. And we were living in a different time where I broke my pinky almost the same way. She's got a splint. We're going to the orthopedic doctor tomorrow, all this stuff. I used to just put popsicle sticks and then wrap medical tape around it. And that was it.
Yep.
Like, that was all I got. Like, so to see, and when he said, like, kids' toys have all these warnings and safety things, it's the same thing. She's got to go do all this stuff. She's got to go get x-rays. She's got to do all that. I would pop my finger back. It would swell up, put popsicle sticks, wrap it all up. And that was it.
Dunzo.
And it was just, it's crazy how different things have changed because of that.
I know.
And just that stuff just reminds me of, like, it was the fucking Wild West for all of us. Like, we were doing dumb shit.
Like Ice Cube said, just messing around, doing dumb shit. Dun, 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 dun. Kids today are pussies. We'll be right back.
More, it's Eric Nagel.
It's Eric Nagel.